beautiful black woman. Something like Laura, something like Alicia Keys, something like Erica, something so natural. This is what you mean to me. I'm gonna keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on loving you. I'm gonna keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on loving you. I'm gonna keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on loving you. I'm gonna keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on loving you. All I wanted was a bag late, cause I've been chasing bags late. I know time is of an essence, something I ain't had late. But I need it bad, babe. Every moment is a blessing. Can I get a real shot? Hey, can you dig me a heartbeat? Hey, I can feel it like the walls talk. Hey, can you hear me, your brown skin? Hey, something pretty black woman. Something like Laura. Something like Alicia Keys. Something like Erica. Something so natural. This is what you mean to me. I'm gonna keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on loving you. I'm gonna keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on loving you. I'm gonna keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on loving you. I'm gonna keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on loving you.
It's Friday. We ain't got no check.
Mike sound
and
good.
we ain't got shit else to do.
Hey, it's
but
freaky,
talk shit.
So we in the frat house.
Freaky Friday in the frat house with your boy
Yeah.
Big Sebo, Curtis Kane, and the infamous Yellow Boy in this bitch.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the way from ATL to Vegas. Big Feeve in the building.
What up, though, Big Feeve?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's happening with it, fellas?
Big Sebo, Curtis Kane, Yellow Boy, a.k.a. Craig, Day Day, and Boomerang. You heard? You know what I'm saying?
And Freaky Ray.
Right. I'll be right back on your bitch ass.
Man, it's Friday, man. Happy Friday to everybody, man.
Sure,
Happy
man.
Freaky Friday. You know, that's what we call it. You know,
Hey.
Freaky Friday, real relationships.
Hey,
you know,
Father's Day weekend.
Father's Day, Juneteenth.
Yeah, it's going down the weekend.
My partners called it Daddy Teenth. They, you know, they put it together. I don't know where they came up with that at, but you know, my partner had a little barbecue this past weekend, called it Daddy Teenth. You know.
All right, so shout out to all the dads, man, that's doing the damn thing.
Yes, sir.
And don't have them complicated ass relationships with them retarded ass baby mamas, wives, ex-girlfriends, ex-wives.
Jezebels and all them.
Yeah. Yeah, them motherfuckers.
You went old school with that one. Not Jezebel.
Yeah, shout out to the daddies that don't have no trouble, man. You know what I'm saying?
Make a song.
Always have trouble.
Jezebel.
Yeah, it's the weekend, man. Father's Day weekend, man. What y'all got planned for Father's Day?
Man, I plan on doing something with my daughter. Definitely. Got a little Juneteenth event on Saturday to swing through at Marietta Square that I've been invited to. So I'll probably go through there on Saturday.
Okay, that's what's up.
I'm still contemplating Sunday. And then, of course, also, man, get that loud ass thing up out of here, man. And then also on Saturday, of course, you know, we'll be at that John Boy and Surround Sound. Shout out to John Boy on the track, a.k.a. John Boy and Surround Sound, the band, man. They will be at Centennial Park, 7 p.m. Saturday. Definitely falling through that thing, man, to support them, brother.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all tap in, tune in to that YouTube Fraathouse 11. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. It's just a click of a button. Love don't cost a motherfucking thing, man. Hit that big red subscribe. Hit that like button, that thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified on the content. And also, we do not own the rights to the copyrighted material, audio, or video that's played on this podcast. We do this for entertainment purposes only.
Purposes.
And we here, man.
Purposes, the fuck?
Yeah, gotta enunciate.
Bro, what you and your lady got going on for Father's
I'm
Day?
just kick back and relax. She said she cooking. For me and her pop, so I'm kick back and relax.
You ain't gotta cook.
My daughter just called and said she had sent me something down here.
Oh, okay.
She told me yesterday, but I just talked to my sister. She said it's there, but she didn't know it was there because the EMS didn't leave to ring the dope. EMS.
The EMS.
EPW. What they call that motherfucker?
Hold on. The EMS.
What they call it? What the fuck? UPS. Didn't ring the damn doorbell.
You don't want an EMS delivery.
No, hell no.
That means your ass getting delivered.
Right.
To the hospital.
Yeah, shit.
That was her too, checking in on me, see did I get it.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah. Shout out to my niece Trey, man, doing her thing.
You know
she fuck with her daddy real heavy, real heavy.
Right, her and Gene.
Yeah.
That Keith.
Don't
big what up though to all the 313
know
family,
her
man.
more.
Yeah.
I gotta find out what my people in Detroit doing for this weekend, man. It's gonna be a hot one.
You ain't lying.
Shit, I don't got no plans, man. I don't got no family. Well, I do got family here.
We family shit.
That's why I say I got family, but as
Fraathouse.
far as that shit, I ain't got nobody doing shit. My daughter probably send me some change, a little piece of change or something. Might have to get on that pole for a minute tonight, y'all. Give me some daddy-o money. You feel me? Shit, I'm going to shake it up. Give me a couple of dollars in my boxing briefs or something. Shake this belly.
Oh, did you, if you want to speak on it, the thing on Sunday too? Nah, you ain't speaking on that? Okay.
Yeah, shit. Yeah. Like my man Rich say, let me put my belly on your butt. Hey, that's crazy. Shout out to Rich, man, and Big Nate, man. Fat Nasty Podcast. Hell yeah. Sure, man. That shit crazy.
And if y'all have not checked that out, man, check out Fat Nasty Podcast on YouTube as well, man. Them brothers is hilarious. They got plenty of episodes. The latest episode was featuring yours truly, Fraathouse.
Yo.
We was the double
building, man.
Yeah. Dope boy.
Big salute to them brothers. We thank y'all, man. The energy was dope. The love was real, man. Episode 126, man. Love, man.
It don't cost a motherfucking thing, you dig?
Man.
Hell yeah. So make sure y'all tune in to that Fraathouse 11 on YouTube, man.
Yes, sir.
Or you can run over to that Twitch, Fraathouse 11, tap in, But
always spell the frat with them double A's.
Yeah.
Also, especially with it being Freaky Friday, ladies, you know what I'm saying? Gentlemen, hey, y'all call up, man. Y'all want to, talk about some of the topics or whenever we do our thing. If y'all want to holler at a guest, y'all want to talk about the topics, the frat lines is open, man. 470-515-14 or that 470-634-2012, man.
Hey, ladies. Hey, giving up the booty is not a fucking Father's Day gift. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
That's not a Father's Day gift.
Right.
That's an everyday gift.
Have you heard that?
What?
That going around? I mean, I know some people.
Man, they do it every holiday. Oh, we gonna have some freaky sex, motherfucker. We should have freaky sex all the time.
Right. That shouldn't be no gift. Like
right.
Especially not if
you add some shit with it. Let me just beat you up. Black your eyes, shit.
Hey, some of the motherfuckers need
you don't
it.
Call the police.
You just gonna call that role playing, huh?
Yeah.
I thought she was a burglar
I just broke
officer.
in the house. I was role playing. That's
right.
I
forgot. She came in. I was scared. Are you all right, baby? That's fucked up.
Peeking through the window, huh?
And you done whooped her ass for real.
But yeah, do something different, man. You know what I'm saying?
A role. I ain't mean to do that to you.
Put on something sexy. You know what I'm saying? Let them sit on your face. Shit, I don't know. Do some crazy shit.
Hell no.
Who?
I say do some crazy shit.
That's called
What?
Let him
She
sit
said
on her
let him
face.
sit.
Oh damn.
That's called teabagging,
Let
ain't
him
it?
shit on his
Nah,
face.
teabag.
Damn.
That's what I said. What did
No.
you say?
You on some old freaky
that ain't
international
nothing. I thought
shit.
that's what that nigga said. I ain't know none of that shit, bro.
No. But that shit
That
crazy,
freaky
man.
Ray and freaky Seaboat.
But that's called teabagging, ain't it? When you let the nuts hang down.
Hey, that's when their head hanging off the side of the bed. You know what I'm saying? They gobble, bitch. Shut up. Get in there. See it. But we live in the Fraathouse, man. Your boy Big Seaboy in the building, man. Behind the scenes doing the thing. You feel me? But yeah, man. You know, the Il Nana is not a gift for Father's Day. You know, I already know I ain't getting shit, man. I already know my wife ain't getting me shit for Father's Day. Shit, I'm just gonna put it out there. Now, you know, I keep
you don't know. It might be a surprise, bro.
You shitting me.
You claiming it like that, man?
Bro, I already know what it is, bro.
She might give you a sixum.
Shit, what? A 6-pack?
Sixum.
But you know, hey, I keep it 100, bro. That's all I know how to do.
Sixum.
I ain't never heard of that one.
I keep it a buck, bro. That's all I know how to do. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no shame on my game or none of that shit. I don't try to impress motherfuckers. You feel me? I am who I am.
Keep it real, right?
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to fake flies or be funny for nobody. You dig? I keep it a buck. Shit. It's Father's Day weekend, man. Motherfuckers gonna turn up around this bitch, man. It's going crazy. You feel me?
If you don't have any gifts, you can still make you have a good Father's Day, man.
Oh, I got kids.
We know how to have a good Father's Day.
I got kids,
bro. A lot of us don't get gifts most of the time any damn way.
It's not on Father's Day. That's what I'm saying. It's not on Father's Day.
So
shit, we barely get shit for Christmas.
We don't even be looking for it like that.
Nope. And mama
we don't get shit, period.
No, we don't, bro. Like, and
that's sweetest day out the bag for us down here.
Oh yeah. Valentine's Day
about
too.
Sweetest Day, they're like, what is that?
Hey, shout out to the women that get they men gifts and shit, you know, for Father's Day
for sure.
Whatever. It's women out there.
Hey, we the real Walker said, I hope I said your name right. Darisa Walker, she said a weekend trip is a good gift for Father's Day.
Oh, definitely.
Hey, man, I ain't never had a woman say, here you go, let's go somewhere for Father's Day. I ain't never had that.
Now that's some good treatment right there.
Yeah, but see, that's when if you solid with your girl though.
Right.
You know, if you solid with your chick, man, you know what I'm saying?
It's supposed to be.
Yeah, that shit be 100.
It ain't supposed to be just for both of y'all.
Oh,
Father's Day is just for us.
There's some women out there that know how to do it.
Want to take you on a regular day, and you know.
Yeah. I already know what I'm gonna do though, man. I got the taste test I was invited to, so I'm gonna hit that and then come back, man. Take me and my kids. We probably go to the movies. Hell yeah, we probably go check out.
Probably be on Jam too.
Yeah, I'm thinking about hitting the movies too.
Yeah, I'm gonna
thinking
see
about
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I'm thinking about taking my
y'all went last week to see that.
No, man, it was some.
No, this the new Jurassic Park.
Technical difficulties. It was kind of like some little player hating sidebar, little slick shit that had happened or what was said, I should say. And I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, man. I mean, cause you.
Whoop ass.
Yeah. I killed your name. I apologize.
Don't open no can.
I'm sorry.
Whoop ass, yellow boy.
The real is that? Can I say that? Is that right? The real. Can I call you the real? I apologize. Excuse me for my mental blunder. You know. But no,
thank you for tapping in too.
Yeah, no, you ain't open up a can of worms, though, bro. I just keep it. That's all, bro. You know, some people say you be talking and saying too much. It is what it is, bro. Like, you know, maybe I do. Maybe I do say a little too much, but it
is what it is, bro.
Yeah,
it is what it is. Shit.
But yeah,
like
man,
you lying about nothing.
But speaking of relationships and shit, I was listening to the radio this morning, and it's a lot of bitter women that's out there, bro. Like, they was talking about the dude wanted to see his son, and the baby mom was like, "Nah," because her daddy coming to town, and the dad was like, "Well, that's your daddy. You spend time with your dad for Father's Day, he said, "That's my son. I want to spend time with my son." So she's so bitter. It's like, nah. You know, like why do women do that, bro? That's some fuckery, bro. Like, you know, you always trying to up one because y'all always putting the kid in the middle and try to make the kid choose. That's some weak ass, petty ass shit.
I never respected women that do that. The women that use their child as a weapon or want to be petty to get back at a brother and using the child involved in it, that shit is lower than low. That's like the lowest of the low, because that's not only is it some weak ass shit, it affects the child too. It's unhealthy for the child. So you really not hurting.
I got you.
You really hurting the child more than you hurting that man. You hurting them both.
Hey, but the comments say Father's Day is just as important as Mother's Day. There are great fathers out here and should be acknowledged. That's a fact.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure it is.
That's a fact, you know. But it's a lot of women is just bitter because they try to make the child.
Thank you, whoever made that comment.
D. Her name D.
Thank you, D.
They try to make the child choose the parent and put shit in the child's head. That's some shit that I just don't do, bro.
That's
like
whack.
Yeah, that's a child. As a grown person, you super petty when you add the child in the mix.
Yeah, shouldn't no parent do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want to dampen the mood, but I seen on the news earlier, I guess the father and the mother, I guess they was beefing. He went to the daycare and murked her.
Oh yeah. I seen it today.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a recent.
That was yesterday.
Yeah. And it's a lot of that going on. Like I was gonna bring that up too. Like it's probably got something to do with what you was talking about, with like the females not letting people see their children. What's up with all these cases lately, like with brothers coming and just taking their children from the mother? Like, in my mind, it's got to be a situation where she not letting him see the child or something.
And see,
for him to show up and just take the child, you know
and the system is so fucked up.
It should never come to that though.
She said it's sinister and wicked for women to use the child or children as pawns.
Definitely,
that's a fact.
Big
man,
fact.
Hey, tap in to Fraathouse 11 on YouTube, D.
Yeah.
That way I can post your comments. Tap in on Fraathouse 11 on YouTube and subscribe. And I can post your comments where they can see the comments.
And you can also call them frat lines, 470-500-1514, 470-634-2012.
Yeah, but that's crazy, bro. You know, because the system itself is fucked up. You know, if
system been fucked up.
Yeah, but if they're not getting killed, the kids are getting abused by one of the parents. You know what I'm saying? And it always don't have to be mental. I mean, physical. It's mental. You know what I'm saying? And the system don't know that. You know, because, you know, people get in the courtroom and play. You know, oh, no, I'm such a good parent. And knowing deep down inside, you an ain't shit ass person.
Yeah. And people dying.
And you under oath.
Yeah, but that go both ways. That's the mother or the father. You know what I'm saying? And see, they play with the kid to make him choose, and knowing good and well, you ain't gonna fuck with the kid like that if for real.
I don't know how many times it gotta be said. You being bitter about a relationship ain't got a damn thing to do with your child.
Right, exactly.
Nothing.
But it goes like that.
And your relationship ain't got nothing to do with your child's relationship with the other parent.
No, it don't.
Nothing. I could hate my baby mother's guts, but I would never say nothing negative even about her in front of my child.
In front of the kid, right.
Because it's negative all the way around when you do that. It don't do nothing but affect your child negatively.
And you know what I hate to hear?
Because they don't want to see that and they don't want to hear that.
Oh, they'll be all right.
Yeah, that's
the kid will be all right.
That's that bullshit.
How in the entire fuck, that kid or child gonna be all right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Trauma in their life.
And I'm gonna say this, man, because I'm not afraid to say it. Like the shit that I'm going through, it's affecting my kids because I see it.
Yeah, definitely.
When a teacher tell you,
you will see it.
Something is going on. She don't know what's going on, but she's like,
you see it.
Yeah,
they notice the change. Yeah.
When that was told, and I see it in my kids. That's why I'm still there, bro.
Right.
I let them know I still play with them, and I talk to them. I don't talk to them and let them know what's going on.
Right.
But I do let them know what's going on.
Right.
Like I may tell my son, like, hey,
he automatic know.
But he told me. And this on everything. He came to me, was like, no matter what, Dad, don't leave. I'm like, what you talking about? He said, I know Mom being mean. Bro, we sit on the stairs, bro.
Look at it. I know.
And I'm like, okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
You feel, man.
And I'm not ashamed.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed to say what I say, bro, because I know me. I know my son. I'm there for my son. I don't try to fly in front of you, or anybody else. But y'all know me, and y'all, you know what I'm saying? I don't fake the funk or do the bullshit. So when I hear from a teacher, that shit cut like a hot butter knife through butter, bro. And I'm like, the fuck? Like I don't know what to do now. Cause
teachers is
anybody outside of that see that, bro.
Cause they see it. They know the
teachers is just as important, like, cause teachers teachers is an everyday part of your child's life for that time when they.
That's what I'm saying. That's what the teacher's supposed to do. They supposed to let you know something wrong.
Yeah. And back in the day, you know what I'm saying, it was a lot better. It was a lot better relationship between teachers and parents back in the day, and a lot more communication.
Lot of communication.
Yeah.
That other shit too. When I was growing up, when you didn't go to school, them people come around to your house. What would they call? Truant's office. Do they still do? They still got them people?
They send the police.
For real?
Pass me one of them, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, they
send the police.
Oh, you talking the truancy
officers?
Yeah.
No, they send the police now.
Damn.
Yeah, they send the popo.
Oh.
Come and get them.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that shit crazy. But I just had to I just had to put that out there, bro, because that shit bothered me when I heard that shit this morning on the radio.
That's a hell of a topic, though, like about people in relationships being bitter, using their children as pawns, and even just involving the kids at all. And even if you're not trying to involve them, you are by letting them see or hear any of that shit.
Yeah.
You automatically involved.
And I'm guilty for that.
Even if you're not trying to.
Yeah, I'm guilty for that because I have then yelled and still we didn't argue. And then I had to go and apologize to him like, hey, I'm sorry, blah, 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 to my son. You know what I'm saying?
Because I remember it as a child. Like, that's how traumatizing it is. And I came up, my parents had a good marriage coming up for the most part. But even them few fights they had in front of us, I still remember that shit. Like, that's how far that go back, and that's how that be ingrained in the child's mind.
I never remember dealing with my parents. I can't never remember them having no fights.
Yeah, I remember. It wasn't a lot in my household, but them few bad ones that it was, I still remember that shit.
See?
To this day. So yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
We got to do better when it come to that. Parents.
Yeah, that shit that's crazy, man. So what y'all think about that, man? Tap in on the tap in, man. Call in if you got something to say about it. Or y'all can shoot us a instant message on YouTube, man. But tap in, man. 470-500-1514 or 470-634-2012. Call in and talk your shit. It's Freaky Friday, man. Shit.
In the frat house.
Where we at?
Frat house.
Yes, sir. We in that thing, man.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. But let's jump into this by BZ.
We do not own the rights to this music, man.
Hey, nigga, the motherfucking money, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, she gonna blow your ass off on sight, nigga. My cousin ain't gonna fucking play with you. She gonna slap your ass. Man, boy, kill this ass, nigga. What the fucking money, nigga? I'm telling you, nigga. Blow your ass on sight. My cousin ain't gonna play with you for sure.
Nigga, what my motherfucking money, man?
Put the mask on that motherfucking nigga head. Get in nigga. Talk, nigga.
Nigga, you ain't real. You ain't real, nigga. Hey, nigga be talking about they motherfucking real. I don't see it. Hey, show me. CMF for this bitch by Beezy. By Beezy, bitch. Hey, you ain't real if you snitching, nigga. You can't be. You ain't real if you tripping about these bitches, nigga. With your hoe ass. You ain't real if you never been in trenches, nigga. You ain't real, hell no. You ain't real, not real at all. Okay. You ain't real if you don't love yourself. Don't love yourself. You ain't real talking about you did it by yourself with no help. You ain't real if you a scary ass nigga. Hey. Hell no, you ain't real. You ain't real, not real at all. Okay. You ain't real talking about your homies. Don't like that shit. You ain't real if you ever left your niggas lonely by theyself. You ain't real if you never cut some niggas off like Georgia Power and some bitches off too. Boy, y'all niggas soft. You ain't real if you never born solid, nigga. Solid. You ain't real cause your music fucking garbage, nigga. Trash can. You ain't real trying to social media beef with other niggas. Lame man. You ain't real cause I hit you with that oven, nigga. You ain't real cause your bitch is ugly. She can get ugly. For real, nigga. You ain't real if you a fucking follower. You ain't real till you run your dollars up. CMF, we on go, nigga. You ain't real if you snitching, nigga. You can't be. You ain't real if you tripping about these bitches, nigga. Your hoe ass. You ain't real if you never been in trenches, nigga. You ain't real, hell no. You ain't real, not real at all. Okay? You ain't real if you don't love yourself.
Hey, man, he said you ain't real.
Cause your bitch is ugly.
You ain't real, bitch. Yeah, but man, we talking about
your music garbage.
Hey,
trash can.
Trash can.
Hazardous to your health.
YRE, man. You ain't real entertainment, man. By Beezy. Shout out, man.
Hey, man. But yeah, man, we talking about the Father's Day, women and children, dads and their children. I said, cold, man. Give a gift besides pools.
Punani is not a Father's Day gift. Right. Just to reiterate the first topic.
Hey, it's only a gift if you bring some more with you.
Right. Exactly.
6 up.
Right. I gifted you some extra boots.
Oh, Yella said he need a sixsome.
That ain't no
not a threesome, a six.
That's an orgy, bro.
Right.
Shit,
it is all
day.
He said 3, another 2 to me, then add another 3.
Shit, he the alphabet gang.
Took them all out
2 me plus 3.
Took them all out in 7 minutes.
That shit. He said that shit like dominoes. Get this big 6.
Right. In this bitch. Right, we live in the Fraathouse, y'all.
Yeah, we is.
We talking shit. What we say, man. So, bro, what you think about Father's Day, man? What's going on? Like, for real. What you think about these women, how they be doing shit?
I don't know how they do shit nowadays, man. I'm so used to not having a Father's Day. Shit. To me, it's like another day, bro.
Yeah.
It's like another day.
That's bad.
Because, do we even have shit on the corners that they be selling?
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
I can't.
Oh, no, not for Father's Day.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, you do very seldom. And it usually be like cologne, shots of liquor, shit like that.
Yeah. I ain't even gonna lie. And this ain't to take away from none of the mothers. Mothers, I love y'all. I love Mother's Day, but we get shitted on.
Yeah, all the time, bro.
Like for real. Like
I'm gonna tell you, see, my point
they are nowhere near on the same level.
Bro, society got a lot of women gassed the fuck up.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, and I say it all the time. You got women want to be men. They don't know their place. Then they try to shit on it. Cause like I can say some shit right now, but I ain't. It's gonna come out.
The Fraathouse.
It's gonna come out, but I ain't gonna do it right now. But it's gonna come out, and when it's gonna be no holds barred when it do. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of motherfuckers. There's a lot of ain't shit ass motherfuckers, bro. Man, they got society fucking them up. They let their friends fuck them up, man. Like,
I'm
It's-
laughing.
are
I'm
you laughing?
laughing. No, I'm laughing because I had this thought pop up in my head. I'm
What,
thinking
that
about,
he ain't real because he ain't saying what he want to say?
I'm no, not that. I don't even
He ain't
want it.
real because he.
If he's saying he don't want to say
It's
it,
time
please
to leave,
don't
huh?
go there. Yeah, no, I had this thought pop up in my head, a creep show back in the day on the Father's Day. He said, Bedelia, where's my cake, you bitch? The father was upset because it was Father's Day and he ain't getting no cake. All the man wanted was a cake.
Cake, that's it.
And she ended up hitting the man over the head and killing him.
damn, for a
Could've made
piece
some
of
corn.
cake.
The
Cornbread
man
and
only
put some
wanted a
damn-
Father's Day
Right.
cake.
Some
Y'all
icing
got
on
to
it.
do better for us on Father's Day.
Man, they ain't happy. They ain't, man.
You know.
They ain't real like that, bro. They ain't real. They
Y'all can let this one go, this Father's Day. You got from this Father's Day all the way to the next year.
Right.
They
Yeah.
do right.
No,
Shit.
they need to do better by us for real.
Yeah, for
And
real.
shout out to all the women that do right by they men on Father's Day.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Give them a round of applause.
Definitely get him a round of applause.
Yeah, for sure.
It's some out there, but we just saying on a universal level, it is not equal, my brother. Not no
Ain't
way,
shit
no how.
ass. Ain't shit ass, man.
Where is
Just
the
told you.
equality?
It ain't there. It's
Yeah.
gone, bro. I'm telling you, women is not like they used to be, bro. Like for real. Like not trying to shit on, but you got a lot of ain't shit ass dudes too.
Yeah.
So that's your thing. I'm just talking about y'all women. You know what I'm saying?
It's like that too, man.
Because you guys are a lot of ain't shit ass dudes. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like-
mean, when you talk about equality on certain levels between men and women, I mean, we just got to keep it real. It's not equal.
Said they ain't
Not
real.
at all.
Yeah, no, it's not. But see, that goes back to society. See, when you put, I don't even want to get deep like that, bro. You know, because
You ain't got to go deep, you know.
no, because
Just-
it's more than a
just put
universal
your foot in the water.
thing. No,
Say what?
it's
Just
more than
put
like
your
a.
foot in the water. You
It's
ain't
more
gotta
than a
go deep, deep.
universal. It's more than universal. It's go deeper than that, like on some spiritual type shit. So I ain't gonna even touch that.
Oh, he said spiritual. I thought
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
finna go back to slavery.
No, this way past. No, it go way past that, man. We might have to
Yeah.
have that conversation. What up, though, chocolate? What's
Swing
up,
low,
chocolate?
sweet cherry.
Yeah, but like real talk though, man, it be on some
Nah.
spiritual shit. But you know, I ain't gonna get into that because you know, like a lot of women, like they be on some other shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
it be their friends, then they have fantasies set in their head, far as what a motherfucker should do, because that's what society and they friends put out there.
Out there, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how a woman gonna tell a man how to be a fucking man? You're a fucking woman.
And you know
And
what's
how-
some bullshit?
And how a man gonna tell a woman to be a woman? Motherfucker, you're a fucking
Yeah.
man.
Right.
And to touch a little bit about where you was going right there, you know what's some bullshit? It's a single bitch trying to tell a married female, being all in her ear, trying to tell her how to be in her relationship.
Yeah,
Your
that's
ass is
fucked
single for a reason.
right.
What you telling this married woman how to give? You can't give her no advice on her marriage with her husband.
Right.
But look,
Exactly.
that's why you say that's an ain't shit.
Right.
Ass.
Especially if it's negative advice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that ain't cool.
Hey, Chocolate said, what about married men trying to holler at single women?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of that going on too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
A lot of that. Yeah, it is.
yeah, that ain't
Nothing but the dog in me.
that ain't cool either. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but man, it's like we just got to do better all the way around. Like as
Sure.
far as relationships
Right.
are concerned, like we got to keep it real. That's why we call it real relationships
Sure.
here in the frat house, because a lot of people don't keep it real when it come to that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we got to do in these relationships. We got to keep it real.
But let me tap in.
Yeah.
Let me tap in on. She say, why men try to holler at single women? 9 times out of 10, that man probably.
She was talking about married men.
Married men, yeah. Married men.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it's because they probably separated and going through something. You know what I'm saying? And that be why. And they don't be trying, like some married men don't try to get the pussy, but he probably just want to be cool with somebody he found out. You know, you find someone that's cool.
Sure.
It's a lot of factors on that one. It's a lot of different possible scenarios.
She said, but why the man get mad at single women when she doesn't want to holler at a married man? Well, shit, he shouldn't get mad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he shouldn't get mad at the woman. You know what I'm saying? But it all depends on what she say. But it all depends on how the conversation went. Because the single woman, 9 times out of 10, always jump to conclusion and don't hear, you know what I'm saying? Just because a person married, he can be separated, going through something, need somebody to talk to, or whatever. So it's a lot of different factors in that. So a lot of single women are shut. Oh, nigga, you a liar. You at this, that, and the other. No, it ain't lie, but I'm trying to tell you a situation. And it's like you pull out the machine gun and let them have it. Now, folks, you talk about
and that's a jewel too. Like, stop judging people before you actually know them and know their situation. Like, at least have a conversation with somebody and find out what's really going on before you judge a situation.
But people, I'm gonna tell you,
they could just look at a person and see what's going on with them.
But you ain't real.
No, a lot of time, I'm gonna tell you what a lot of women's problem is when it comes to that type of shit. They carry what's called emotional baggage. They go off past relationships and they judge new people they meeting by the past. So if they've been fucked over by a married man before or lied to or whatever, that don't mean this person trying to do that.
Hey,
it just means that shit click off in their head immediately.
Hey, D say, as a single woman, I stay in my lane. I try to live a righteous life and love people. I'm no pushover. Believe that, but I believe what you put out there returns to you. That's a fact. I believe in that.
Definitely.
I see that now. You know what I'm saying? I see that now. Chocolate. She say facts are facts. Yeah, that's a fact. What's up, Bell Bottom? But yo, hey man, we about to jump into something right quick, man. We coming back with a special dope ass artist. So y'all might want to tap in to YouTube, Fraathouse 11, man.
Tap in on that YouTube. Always spell the frat
tap
with the
in
double
or
A's.
call in.
We do not own the rights to this music.
Let's about to go crazy. Let's go.
Yeah.
Boy JC. Nah. This ain't gonna work. You gotta go. For real. You ain't gotta leave, you gotta bounce. Yeah. Bounce. Yeah. Bounce. Ooh. You ain't gotta leave, you gotta bounce. Yeah. Bounce. Yeah. Bounce. You ain't gotta leave, you got used to the money, baby. You think you running things, but you really must be crazy. You ain't gotta leave, just bounce. You ain't gotta leave, you gotta. I moved you out the hood, showed you better things. I gave you my love, gave you everything. I never treated you like a groupie. Now you're Tyler Perry, girl, you're shooting movies. Wow. Hollywood, yeah. Hollywood. Hear you tell it, you're making good, yeah. Going live, got you feeling yourself, girl. Facebook. You really think you own, you need help, girl. I'm the reason you were popping, babe. Get you a whistle, you could cock it, babe. Now you act like you forgot it, babe. So we really got a problem, babe. Yeah. I can have any girl that I want. You know it. Paddle shift in the vet like I'm rowing a boat. All you do is take piss and run your mouth. On a minute phone, girl, you really going out. Owe me 50 right now if we keep it count. I ain't kicking you out. Nah, you ain't gotta leave, you gotta bounce. Yeah, bounce. Yeah, bounce. Ooh, you ain't gotta leave, you gotta bounce. Yeah, bounce. Yeah, bounce. You ain't gotta leave, you got used to the money, baby. You think you're running things, you really must be crazy. You ain't gotta leave, just bounce, bounce, baby. You ain't gotta leave, you gotta. I showed you the finer things, baby, but you got way too comfortable and changed, babe. But I can have any girl that I want, yeah. Paddle shift in the bed like I'm rolling. You ain't gotta leave, you gotta bounce, bounce, baby. Bounce, yeah. You ain't gotta leave, you gotta bounce, yeah, bounce, yeah.
What up, though?
Yeah,
hey, we live
yeah.
in the Fraathouse, man. We got JC.
Oh my goodness.
Jake Crowder. Did I say it right? Did I pronounce it right?
I just go by Jake.
JC in the building.
I gotta give a proper introduction, man. First of all, thank you for coming.
I appreciate it.
This brother that's sitting next to me, y'all. He's sometimes known from what I read. He's sometimes known as a very humble brother. Sometimes maybe even a shy guy, but he's a fly guy as well.
Yeah. You see the swag? He dripping.
This brother right here is, yeah, for sure. This brother right here is also educated. State of Tennessee University, magna cum laude. That means 4.0. Goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? Top of the class type shit. This brother done worked with all kind of artists, man, all kind of heavy hitters. T.I., Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Wyclef Jean, Zaytoven, just to name a few. Then shared stages with people like Chris Brown and Usher. You know what I'm saying? Please give a warm welcome, man. You could have been anywhere, but we thank you for pulling up to the Fraathouse, man. Multi-platinum recording artist, songwriter, singer, Justin Crowder, but you can call him by initials. It's your boy, JC.
Building, man.
What's
happening? What's good with it, my
y'all
boy?
on the road so y'all can introduce me, man.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you for pulling up, my brother.
Man, that's Curtis Kane, Yellow Boy. I'm your boy, Big Sibo, man. Hey, shout out to Chelsea, man. That's my girl, Chelsea, man. I watched y'all interview, man. Hey,
Chelsea Speaks. What up, though?
Man, I fuck with her so hard, bro. She's like, that's my brother. I love him to death. Yeah, okay. She said, I'm sending him over there.
People.
She know how to make you talk.
Huh?
She know how to make you talk.
Man, I'm trying to tell you,
she
bro.
Real good. I told her that. I'm not just saying that. She has like the perfect questions. Like, so
yeah.
It's just, like, turns. I think the interview I did with her, we talked for like 2 hours after the interview.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, she do, because we did the same thing here. We turned the cameras off. We was like,
still talking.
We was in this thing live, man. Like, like we get lit in this thing, but we had to scale back like a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see you representing with that Hawks on. You know what
man. I did Juneteenth today. They had a concert in Centennial Park.
Oh, word?
And,
okay.
I honestly didn't think the show was still a go. Found out last minute was, and the guy, he'd come pick me up, the guy to put me on the show. So I had to throw some on. I said, you can't go wrong with this.
So you just did one today then?
Yeah, like literally did that. And
so they doing stuff all this weekend.
Yeah, it started today.
It stormed though, like right at the end of my my last song. Like I was I was introducing a song by a DJ that I was gonna play a little bit of, and man, the bouncy houses started flying, stuff started swinging off stage. So I was like, it's perfect time. I'm done. That was it.
Yeah, I'm glad they waited on you, my brother. How was it? How was the show?
It was dope. They had a lot of vendors. I was surprised with it being like in the middle of the day on Friday, but I mean, it was cool. It was dope. Mine's the weather at the end. Like everything else.
Hey, we usually wait, but I ain't gonna even wait because how I already talked to you, man. You already know what it is.
What's that?
The first tradition of the Fraathouse, you know what I'm saying? For our guests to take a shot with us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only people that's exempt is people that just don't drink, period.
Yeah.
But
that's
you know,
or
even if you not drinking a lot, you just got to take one with us,
can
baby.
take a little
You know
bit.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I an old country singer I met. I don't even remember his name, but I know he was famous. I'm from Nashville originally.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I just wasn't in that space. See, if that would have been me today, I would find out who it was, had a whole conversation with him, but it was just kind of in passing. He had a session in the same place. He was an older guy, and he the one that he was like, yeah, you know, I could tell you laid back. He was like, when we do a session show, like don't go crazy. But he was like, you know, even if you got to put tea in and some honey, he was like, give you a little whiskey.
Right,
right. He was like,
talking about
I use
that
it like a cough drop.
Hey,
like
and they say Tennessee got the best whiskey too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That Tennessee whiskey is the truth.
Yeah, he had
you
us.
Know what I mean?
He had me on that. It's like a little hotty toddy situation. But yeah, it definitely works.
Do we got any water in there in that cooler?
I got one.
Okay.
That was mine.
Jesse told me y'all be turning up.
But I got some.
Yeah.
I got some more water back there. So just let me know
we get it in.
some.
But this is a tradition that we do with each guest that come in.
Yeah.
We take a shot with them to loosen them up, and that's
and
what we
to
do.
them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey,
but they say you don't smoke.
Yeah, I can't smoke.
yeah, he gonna tear them vocals up. We ain't gonna tear them vocals up.
You can't tear it down.
I can't even play
The
with
singers don't need to
Hey,
smoke nowhere.
Shout out to JC, man.
For sure.
Hey, it's going down. One love. I hope y'all like that. My partner said he like whiskey. Hey,
I like that right there. I like that right there.
Yeah.
That's that peach.
yeah,
I'm about to say that tastes like
That's that peach
yeah,
crown.
yeah.
Okay.
So since you mentioned it, and I was gonna start there anyway.
Okay.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Yep.
What's it like, and what's it like coming up there and everything?
There's no industry for urban artists. Surprisingly, it's called the Music City, but we got all the labels on Music Row, and to this day, and I've been doing music for 20 plus years. Like I started real young, so doing that in Nashville, we never had an outlet. Like there was no outlet, so you only hear about a few success stories of urban, like, and even they're kind of underground. Like Buck was probably the biggest, Young Buck.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then Starlito is still successful. He went by All Star first. Now he's still more underground, but he has a huge fan base.
Right. Yeah.
And then
Is that that Silent Talk, dude?
Huh?
Silent Talk? You said Starlito?
Starlito.
I heard the name.
He's
before.
got a couple albums with Don Tripp. They do a joint album called Step Brother. He's kind of like one of those. He's got a core follow. If you know him, you know him. Like
I heard
a lot
that
of
name.
athletes rock with him. Like he got stuff with Lil Baby. All kind. He's had a very successful career. Like he signed a cat, but he's independent. He's really smart. So he's independent on purpose. Like he can sign a deal at any moment.
Okay.
But he's just really smart. We used to be with the backpacks, passing out CDs
Old
at
school.
TSU. Yeah. We started off real old school, and there was no industry. So that's still going on. You know, we got plenty of talent. The talent is undeniable.
Yeah.
The talent is there, but there's no outlet. Like if you
Right.
go to Music Row, they're gonna tell you to go to LA or New York because their offices don't service that genre. They don't
You
support
definitely
rap or
right
R&B.
from a fan perspective about the popularity, because Young Buck is the only artist I ever known like that really blew claim in Nashville.
You know an R&B artist from Nashville?
Nope.
If I do, I don't know they from there. You know what
There
I'm
you
saying?
go. Like there's one that I know of in my lifetime, and that's Gary Jenkins, who was in Silk. He's the only person I've ever met from my city that had a record deal.
Wow.
That had a major record deal. So when my first deal was actually with So Def, but that one was real short lived because of the way the label was structured. They dissolved the label shortly after I signed. So I say my first deal was with Bad Boy South. And when I signed that deal, man, it was like there was nobody like I could even pick up the phone and even ask about terms or like, hey man, should I do it this way? And that's what people don't realize in
remember that
Atlanta.
too,
You
then.
really had the luxury of saying, okay, you may not know him, but you know Tip is here. You know Andre 3000 is here. You know Young Dro is here. You know, like it just goes on forever. Dallas Austin, Babyface, TLC, like they here. They here. So
For
if
sure.
you just had to bump into somebody and have a conversation, if they would at least, be willing to do that, and then you get into the producers and writers, it's just endless hundreds and thousands of people in the A that have been successful. I can't say that about my hometown. So I had to start coming here just to even get my deal. Yeah.
So who did you bump into first?
Deal wise?
Yeah.
Well, I had an independent. It always started with me. Like I had a band, because in Nashville you couldn't put out music if you just had tracks, because there wasn't a lot of producers that made R&B music in particular. You had Faye Eastwood was one of he was like worked with all of the rap artists and stuff like that. So we had that side of the industry. Right. But when you got ready to do R&B, I was singing over 3 6 Mafia beats and MJG8 when they would add a free beat to the album. That's what I was recording to.
Dang.
Okay.
Yeah, so I met a producer named Trey Styles. He was really more my engineer, but he made some of my original.
Trey Styles.
Yeah, he's dope. He did a little bit of my early production, all of my engineering, and what we did was start doing our own shows. Where the show we would partner with a vendor or somebody who would sponsor the show, and it went from like a show every now and then to like almost bi-weekly. We was packing it out 400 or 500 people, and selling the CDs.
So y'all was moving with the vendor.
Yeah, when I got my deal, I had already made over $100,000 off of selling just CDs out my trunk.
Wow.
Yeah,
you pulled it too short.
You come from
yeah.
You come from
like that's real, like a real number,
grind.
and old school. It's non-existent now. But there's still, parts of that I still carry today. Like I believe in getting out there, talking to people, meeting people.
Yeah, the networking is still. We talk about that all
the time. Beat your feet.
Yeah. One thing we keep from the old school is the networking.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Being on that pavement and hollering at people physically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We still do that.
Yeah, so I had a lady at one of my shows. She bought one of my CDs, and she was like, I'm a stylist from Louisville, Kentucky. I heard about you. I drove down to see you perform. I actually I do some styling for P. Diddy and Jermaine Dupri. She was naming all these people. I'm just like, okay. I really didn't believe it. I was like, oh, thank you. You're doing all the industry talk, give her a hug, take a picture. Right. This lady really knew Diddy. So she really did get my stuff up through those channels. Yeah, right. He heard a CD. Dope. And then it became like he became interested, and he tied me into the Bad Boy South, because they didn't have an R&B artist. So they had like Zoe, Boys in the Hood, Jody Breeze.
Now that I never knew. I never knew you was on Bad Boy South. I remember Bad Boy South.
Yeah. I never did an official. Even when I was signed, I was independent. I had some
distribution deal.
Oh,
no, I just got tired of being shelf. I just didn't have the deal. Didn't go the way it was contractually written. Right. So I had a release date, and I had this and that and this and this and this.
But it didn't come to fruition.
I'm just sitting there like, hey, I thought my single was supposed to drop before this day. So when I saw that I wasn't a priority, I had become friends with all the artists, because I've always been a writer. So I was writing for Zoe. I was writing for, with, because I wasn't writing all that stuff. I was writing with Zoe and with Jock and with Jody. They all took me in like a little brother. They was taking me to shows with Jock would bring me out in the middle of his, and at this time he was one of the biggest rappers on the planet when he had his going down that. Like, he was huge, and so that was a good look. So I put out my own record while I was signed.
That's dope.
Yeah, and put Zoe on it. And then I had another record with Rick Ross at the same time, and I was pushing the Rick Ross record on the West Coast primarily, and I was pushing the Zoe record on the East Coast. So I've always moved like a rapper. People think I'm a rapper until they hear the music, and they like, dang, I ain't seen no R&B artists move around like this. Yeah, so I be moving around. People think all kinds of stuff. They think I'm a dope dealer.
Rappers too, right?
They be like, man, what you be doing? I'm like, bro, I was a teacher when I got a record deal. I was teaching high school. Okay. Well, I was the same age as kids.
Hold on, I'm tripping. Because I was about to say, you a teacher? You don't have to say your age, but... Yeah,
I don't ever say it. I just let people guess.
Because you just fucked me up. You said you was a teacher. I'm like,
Yeah.
You only about 27 years old, motherfucker. Like, what you mean you was a teacher?
Hey, you know,
Them years been good to him, man.
He first
yeah,
started.
man.
Fucked me up when
you
he
know-
said he was young and
Yeah.
started singing.
And when you
You
younger,
still young, ain't you?
when
Right.
you younger and everybody talking that baby face stuff,
Yeah, that's
it might
what it is,
get on your
baby
nerves.
face.
But when
Yeah.
you get older, you appreciate that shit.
Bro, listen, I'm telling you. I told y'all was talking about Chelsea. I told her earlier. She always talks about it. She be like, man, you be aging backwards. And somebody asked me today, they was like, how long you been doing music? And it's just really laughable. Cause I'm thinking to myself, I know I've been doing music longer than you've been alive. Like, for
Damn.
real. I know it. Like,
and still look like you in
Cop-
your 30s.
but it's because like certain vices, certain things I just don't do. I try to stay healthy, and some of it's just
That's the thing.
my mama, man. She and my dad, they got good genes. I just try to stay
That's
healthy.
what's up.
You get the engine in you. You got the Indian in him. That's what it is.
My dad Cherokee.
Cherokee.
Yeah.
I can
He
tell.
said
By,
he got that engine in.
yeah. He red, but he brown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Both of my parents got the same mix. It's just a different like portion. My dad is, Cherokee black and white. My mom's
Do
Cherokee
the
black
women
and
go
white.
crazy when they find that out? Ooh, you got Indian in your family?
I don't even be saying it because it sounds so cliche.
Yeah,
It's just kind of like when they see my dad, they know he's not quote unquote black, But we were always raised to identify as black because we got more black in us. Even if I probably actually have more Cherokee in me.
Yeah.
But if I get pulled over by the police, they ain't trying to hear Cherokee.
You're a brother.
Right.
Yeah, and I didn't grow up on no reservation.
Light
Like
skin,
you
bro.
black.
Yeah,
Yeah, you black.
But you can put that on your ID.
Yeah.
And
you
your,
can.
All your paperwork.
Yeah, my
you
dad
are
went
what
to
you are. You
Fisk,
can claim it on paper.
University off of a Native American scholarship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Back in the day, he went off of that. So, but it's cool. Like I went to historically black college. My family, the majority of my family is just black. Like I know my great grandparents and
Just
stuff.
color.
Yeah, we diluted, but it's kind of cool because we got that black culture. But I was also taught to just love everybody. So,
Yeah.
I feel comfortable everywhere I go. If I go to Japan, I don't feel like, oh, this is weird because I'm black. I see myself as just walking in that mud. I'm an artist.
I'm a human.
They brought me out here for this.
Human, right.
Yeah.
Man, if everybody thought like that, the world would be a better place.
Yeah, it'll be way better.
And
For real.
and I say this.
That's a genuine like way to feel and a way to think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, bro. Like, I think us as being a frat house is pretty blessed because everyone that came through here, they bring a certain energy.
That's dope.
Vibe, yeah.
And the vibe is like it's a fit, like it's supposed to happen like that.
Yeah.
Like real talk, I done seen you on the internet, not knowing that you knew Chelsea, but I done seen you through the internet, listen to a couple songs or whatever, not knowing you right here in Atlanta.
Right. Oh yeah. It's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like, okay, this brother dope. I'm an R&B person, but at the same time, I'm not.
Yeah.
But certain shit will jump out, boom.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But that
My thinking, he up and coming, not knowing he platinum. He out cold.
No,
You
this-
know what I'm
Now
saying?
let me
This
correct.
brother been in
Let
the
me
game
make
for
sure.
a minute.
'Cause I'm very humble, man. So I don't like people to be missing. I'm not a platinum artist. Now I've had some like if we were talking in the independent world, I'd probably be considered platinum. But I haven't had any platinum gold plaques as an artist. My platinum
writer.
status has been as a writer. I've done more as a writer than I have as an artist.
That's
Guess
platinum.
what though?
Yeah. You're
That's
right.
Guess what I know?
I just wanted to
Guess
clarify.
what I know? Because I'm an
What?
artist and I know the music business. That's more money than being a platinum artist.
That's
a
true.
platinum writer, that's more money.
Yeah.
and I said I had this convo earlier at the shows. This dude like, yeah, man, I'm working on some stuff because you had the flattering stuff like, who have you written? People always ask me who have I written for. Right. So of course it's gonna sound good if you say Chris Brown, Diddy, whatever.
Right.
But the more you learn about the business aspect of it, you learn in today's society with there not being albums. I could go write a song for a major artist and actually get less money If it's not a single
Right.
that I wrote the majority of, because they add so many people to the record, everybody getting a cut. They take a cut off top, all stuff, and you gotta wait 9 months for your money, all this stuff. I'd rather work with 10 independent artists that have a decent budget.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna do it for free,
Right.
but you know,
Right.
like I'm gonna put a package together. All right, 1,500. They made this. Oh man, that's a lot of money. Well, you don't understand the industry.
Right.
Let me
Right.
break it down for you. This is how it works. But oh dang, that is a deal. So I can
Right.
run that 10, 20 times in a month.
And that's not a lot of money if I'm gonna write you a potential hit.
Right.
Like that's not a lot of money at
because
all.
the average independent artist doesn't have their stuff set up properly. If they did, I do it for $500, $300, whatever, because I know I'm gonna see the back end.
Right.
But
There you go.
They independent artists like to offer you pub. Like, hey man, yeah, I can't really do nothing up front, but I'm gonna give you the pub or where you can't offer me something I already own. I already own 50% of the publishing as the writer.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you don't own nothing. As the artist, you really only
Exactly.
own the master. You don't own the creative like the publishing and the creative copyright. I made the song. Like you can't go build a car and then you own it. Like you own it after you pay for it outright. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you gonna get yours regardless, you understand the music business.
Yeah,
so you gonna get yours regardless.
Yep. So what I've done is like if I'm coming in lower, I make sure it's a threshold where I know I ain't gonna feel bad from getting what I got because I already know I ain't gonna see in most cases any residual income. They didn't set it up with Sound Exchange. They didn't set it up with Harry Fox Agency. They didn't set it up with this agency. They didn't even they ain't even publish it at all. They ain't even register the record. So all the residual income they promised you, you ain't gonna see. And if they do happen to get a check, they ain't finna tell you. If they get a big check, $10,000, man, they ain't gonna. That's the most money some of these people ever seen. So they not gonna give you that. So you get what you get up front, and then you get permission from the artist to control the licensing aspect.
Right.
That's why I've been winning. I'm gonna take the same song I wrote for you and go license it to Netflix or Hulu. It's playing in the background, and we both get paid. So if they pay us X amount of dollars, we just split it.
That's it.
Right. You're not gonna say no. I promise you, an independent artist that ain't making no money, you're not gonna say no to getting thousands of dollars when you ain't even made that off of all your releases combined sometimes. Yeah, because this junk is a lot of people don't understand the business because they're seeing the highlights on IG and all that stuff, but most of the artists are broke. That's why a lot of the cats still out here committing crimes and going to prison in the midst of their releases.
Stick up, shoot.
Have you ever thought about teaching young independent artists or what you just said so they can have their shit
probably already doing
together?
That.
I'm doing it now. So I built the studio at Herman J. Russell. It used to be called Brown. That's where Lil Baby went, school wise. Okay. So we got a full-fledged industry quality studio in there as of now. And so that's dope. That's giving me a way to connect to those kids because I already work with those kids and mentor them. So the ones that are interested in music, I can't just be picking kids up and throwing them in my car on the weekends. I can be at the school, go to that designated space, and then I can call a Grammy Award winning producer or artist or whatever just to creep in and come connect with 5 to 10 kids at a time. And it's life-changing.
That's dope, bro.
That's dope. That's real
I'm gonna
dope.
tell
you doing something.
Because you know what? It's a lot of artists in the industry that don't give back like that. If they do, it's not talked about.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't gonna say it's not. let me not say that. But that's dope as fuck, bro. Like,
and
you don't hear that.
Right.
That's like giving back because I think it's taking kids off the streets.
Yeah.
It's helping them,
giving them something to do,
and it's helping them with something that they like or want to do.
Right.
Whether it's rapping, singing, engineering, producing, writing, or whatever, you got to cover because it's a lot, bro. It's like my son 8, and he's in drum class right now.
Yeah,
I just want to put him some drums on layaway. I said, "You want to?" He said, "Yeah." I brought him a guitar. I'm like, I don't got shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need nothing. I don't care. You see my shorts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But My son, like, he got a good tire. His good tire costs more than my outfit I got on.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, and he asked me yesterday. He say, "So when my good tire class is gonna start?"
Mm-hmm.
I say, "Soon. Whenever the teacher call me back, I got you."
Yeah.
You know, it's kids like that and people like you is what the community needs.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what's lacking, man. You know, besides promoting, oh, you want to smoke weed? You want to drink? You want to hang out? Well, let's go rob the store around the corner. You know,
You're right.
This is what each neighborhood or community is lacking.
Right.
When we grew up, we had video games, community centers where they taught you modern dance, karate, boxing,
all that,
how to draw,
basketball.
Oh yeah, it's almost unheard of. And even the vocational programs, like,
oh, they shutting them down.
It's almost non-existent.
I hate that they shut that down.
Yeah. So I'm actually working on taking what I did, because this is just volunteer oriented, taking that, and I can't say too much because I don't want nobody to steal my idea. But I'm in the process of taking it to a different platform to where because there's people. So all my music, by the way, like initially I was just paying for it myself, doing it myself, begging people, hey Dad, give me give me $2,000 like for this blah blah blah. I gotta pay some producer stuff. Now what I do is partner with investors, and I get the investor who may hear this and they be like, man, I want to help get, we come up with an agreement and I do profit sharing with them. See? You're not gonna own the material because you didn't make it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still gonna own it, but I'm gonna guarantee you X amount of profit from all of the proceeds because I'm not with a label, so I don't have nobody else to give them else to. Exactly. So even if it's 20%, that's potentially a lot of money.
That's dope.
So then they invest, and they put up the money for my marketing budget, and because people be like, "Why you ain't got nothing now?" I ain't got no investment right now.
That's basically profit sharing.
Yeah, that's what I do. I do profit sharing with them, and I release based on if I have an investor or not. Because I'm sitting on hundreds of songs. So if I don't have nothing out right now that's new, it's because I'm working on the next investment situation to put it out that way. And that allows me to still put out content, work as a writer, but not go broke doing it. Right. Where I'm chasing people down, trying to hustle people for their last dime because I'm really in the hole. It keeps these people rich, man. Like, you're a multi-millionaire. I ain't scared to ask you for $50,000. You spend that at the club.
Exactly.
I'm finna ask you for that. Hey man, let me get that put behind this record.
You can fuck that off.
Yeah, they do it. Anybody that's been, especially if you've been in Atlanta clubs, like you have seen somebody spend $20,000-$30,000 in a section. Oh yeah, minimum.
Oh yeah, strippers get that all the time.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna ask you for that comfortably, and I'm gonna justify it. Like I'm gonna keep a budget. I'm gonna keep a spreadsheet, and so that's how I do my artist stuff now. And then the writing, I just pretty much do like myself freelance, and just do networking. Everything's through just a strong network. Right.
So I know it's a list, but just off the top of your head, name a couple people that you've written with or for in the industry.
Oh man, a lot. Well, back when I was signed, I worked with everybody, like anybody on that label. So,
okay, I got you.
Bad Boy,
okay, so for instance, when you was on Bad Boy South, you was working with everybody.
Diddy, anybody that was on that label, I worked with.
I got a song, and I want you to explain this afterwards. We found this.
Somebody kicked in the door inside my girlfriend. Bring it.
You said 26. Where was she shot at?
I don't know. She's on the grill right now. I don't know. Hell. Oh my God. Yes. Hell.
What's your name, sir? Is she alert, able to talk to you?
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's your boy JC. Yeah. Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. We all had the same DNA at some point. So killing me is killing you. Killing me is killing you. Yeah. Killing me is killing you. Killing me is killing you. So if I die, it's a suicide. Yeah. All of this harassment get me thinking about wildly. Too many kids watching, man, I can't be childish. MLK legacy, can't resort to violence. Gotta be the bigger man, oh, yeah. Weight on my shoulders, fighting racism's like holding up boulders. My arms getting tired and my soul getting weak. Tempur-Pedic pillow and I can't even sleep, whoa. But what you do to me is what you do to yourself. And if you draw blood, you're just making a mess. Swear I'm just jogging. If I got a hoodie on, that don't mean I'm robbing. No, no. Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. We all had the same DNA at some point. So killing me is killing you. Killing me is killing you. Yeah. Killing me is killing you. Killing me is killing you. So if I die, it's suicide. Been over 400 years and you still don't get it. For my people, this is deep. It's become mental illness, strategic, satanic, systemic. The sad part is this ain't even local. It's a global pandemic. Like, whoa, I'm reading your body language. You look like a middle finger, but I'd rather kill you with love instead of this millimeter. Cause that'll just put you in a grave and me in a cell. Don't see how they helps for love. Mr. Officer ain't perfect, I might slip up. I thought justice meant I get to see a judge. Never thought you would have me handcuffed with my head on the street or laying dead in your backseat. Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. Oh yeah, and the same DNA. Oh, the same. At some point, so killing me is killing you. 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 If I die, it's a suicide. Ooh.
You knew about that one, man.
Round of applause, man.
I'm
Deep,
trying to tell
deep song, man.
Thank you, man.
When I first heard it, also,
that shit kind of like it's so true. It fucks you up, bro. Like it make your mental go there, and just with the visual, with society and shit going on, and that hook,
thank you,
killing me, is killing you, or killing you is killing me, that shit hit, bro.
Like, how did you come up with that concept of comparing genocide to suicide?
So I'm gonna tell you what happened. What this one of my guys out in Washington, independent artist, I actually do a lot of shows with him. He's a big time promoter now. His name Fonte. He wanted to do a record with this was during the time Black Lives Matter was taking place, before we knew what we know now about it. But that whole movement and the riots and stuff that were taking place, the marches, he wanted a song about that. So he sent me the beat, and I write on the mic. So everything on that song was literally just what was in my mind. It's just a form of expression. And when I sent it back to him, he was like, bro, I didn't know you was gonna go here. I just needed a hook that a female could sing, and I was gonna rap on it. He's like, you got to put this out. I didn't have a budget. I didn't have anything. And I did all this in 9 days. I recorded the song that day. I sent it to my engineer to mix and master it. I found a graphic designer to put some artwork together. And then I called one of my friends, Will Thomas, and he shot the video for me. I didn't have a big video budget, so we had to get creative. I said, I think it'd be dope if we just make this like a collage type video, and we just put the most graphic imagery we can think. But my mom and dad are actually in the video. And my mom was part of, they call them the Nashville 16. She desegregated schools in Nashville. She was one of the first Black kids to attend, a public school. And so some of those pictures in there, that's my actual mom with my granddad and my grandma walking her to school.
Wow.
Yeah, it's deep. Okay. And the majority of the marches you see, even when you see John Lewis, I try to grab as much history from that. A lot of that is in Nashville, right by Fisk and Tennessee State. And we just put all that.
And you came up with the concept of putting
everything,
those images in the video as well.
Yep.
I felt the same way when I first seen it. I'm trying not to cry now. That's why I ain't speaking.
That's deep.
Yeah, it's deep.
But she said such an important song. It made me cry the first time I heard it. And I feel you because I'm better now. I can talk now, but just watching that, I mean, it make you grab something inside you, and to make you look at us as people, black people, and society in a whole, bro. Like, we're so fucked up. Like you said in that song, it's designed systematically. Mm-hmm. They fucking us up, and we got our eyes just wide shut.
Yeah,
you know, and we so just goofy on shit, man. There's no family, there's no loyalty, there's no nothing no more. And when you find genuine people, you find them, and sometimes it's hard to keep them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's sometimes there be people around you that kind of push the other people away. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that make any sense.
Yeah.
And another thing I want to add about a song like that is it's timeless. It's classic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like something like that is generational. Especially, I'm not exactly privy to when exactly that was written or put out, but it's prevalent and
that's what's the scary part. Yeah,
it's relevant to today's time more than ever because it's a total disregard for life right now.
I think I did it in 2020, and
2 years ago.
It is officially the hardest song I've ever promoted because my business partner in New Orleans, David, he's the money man. He was like, man, I want to help you push this, and coincidentally, he's Caucasian. But he felt the same way when he saw it. Like what I was surprised by, I had a lot of white people contact me and just apologize. You know, just them seeing it, they just like, man, this is just crazy that we did y'all like that. You know, I'm just like, dude, this record is incredible. But I took screenshots where I tried to do what I normally do on a record. I ran ads on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. They were all denied. They found a different excuse every time.
They didn't want to
said I had graphic. I'm like, Emmett Till's face is not graphic. That was on the cover of Time magazine.
That's history. Right.
Yeah. And it's on YouTube when you pull it up.
Yeah, Gordon the Slave. Like if it hurts you to see somebody with whips on their back, like you know they. Like that, yeah, but that's not graphic. You could pull that. That's public record. That's not pornography or anything. So when I defended myself with that, it was. They landed on this could shift a political election because this was during the election. And they said that my visual was too close to the interests of some of the part. Man, I've never experienced that. And I thought I was doing something positive. I said, this is surely the one that everybody will be able to just share. Even now you go on YouTube, it's going to say warning, graphic. It's going to make you think it's porn. You know, because they don't want the message out there. So I had this the first record I ever put on World Star because I was able to get more traction on World Star than the normal platforms. Like, it did like 3-4 million views on World Star, but that's really not necessarily the creative space for those type of records. So people told me I was bold for some of them comments, because some people go on there just to hate. They like, y'all appreciate the message. Man, it was people.
I know you
people on Rush. They called me a Uncle Tom for making a record because the record leans towards love. Because if I'm saying killing me is killing you, I'm saying we're one. You know, even though at some point this junk got
it's really a humanity
diluted and we all became. But I'm saying, like, as an officer, if you kill me at some point, you know what I'm saying, we whether you like it or not, we mixed in with your people when y'all brought us over here and y'all made us all slaves, and then you start raping the women. I'm not light skinned because I'm from Africa. This complexion came because it was diluted. You know what I'm saying? So you're actually killing your own descendants. Like people that your great grandparents, even though it wasn't the right way, you know what I'm saying, they did what they did. So it's like, it's ridiculous. It doesn't even make sense when you look at it that way. And so 99% of the people got it. But that 1%, bro, man, this that old Uncle Tom type message. You just siding with the man, like it. I'm just like, no.
They don't want the message to get out.
You
They're scared of the truth.
Yeah. And then whoever the powers that be that run the marketing campaigns, they definitely didn't want it to get out.
Hey, toast up to that, because the truth is, this record is for all humanity. They just can't get past that ugly true history. That's what they can't get past. But this is a humanity record.
And it's not too late. It's one of them records. I'm working on some stuff. I got some people with different news agencies that know the backstory. And we're working on, all it takes is one. Like, we get one and it cracks through and I'm able to tell the story with the back proof. They ain't gonna do nothing but maximize all the potential of the record. They're gonna put it on some type of platform nationally. And then you'll see those views go from whatever, 80, 90,000 to 90 million. Just like that. Like it's a brand new song. It's all about exposure.
And then you know what's crazy about that too is the KKK, we don't even have to worry about them no more.
Right.
You know, they out the door. They sit back, they smoking their Garson Vegas.
Somebody else do it for them.
Because we doing it to ourselves for no reason. You know, we black people right now is the new KKK.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's sad to say, but we are the new KKK.
See, they not ready for that song. Cause see, I'm gonna make this one was more stemmed in actual racism. Cause I write different stuff. Like, that's why I like to brand myself as a writer. Like, even today at the show, it's just like, hey man, what'd you do before I went on? I'm like, oh, I'm a songwriter. You know what I'm saying? Because I am an artist, but like my biggest influence is Babyface. And what I like about Babyface is he was an artist. He gonna give you a platinum album. He gonna give you a couple platinum singles. But if you know what he did behind the scenes, it's 30 times more than what he did as an artist.
It is.
Because you got all the face. That's TLC. That's Outkast.
And that's what
that's
blew
Donnell
my
Jones.
mind
That's
when
Pink.
I found out about
that's the whole So Def umbrella. Jermaine Dupri, Chris Cross, Bow Wow, The Brat, like all that's him. All them hits, Whitney Houston, Boyz II Men, like dude got a track. So I'm more aiming to be that guy, like where I could be a little bit more behind the scenes. If you know, cool. If you don't, I don't care. And then the artist stuff is just more for my enjoyment. I'm just having fun, but I still want it to be on a certain level. But I want to do a song particularly about black.
You are that guy, my brother.
Thank you. Yeah, I just want to take it to the next level.
You just haven't stepped up to that plateau yet.
Yeah,
but
see,
you
he
are
on his
that.
way. He right
you
there.
You are that guy. You have that same talent.
He just haven't kicked the dough down.
Yeah.
His foot is on the dough.
Yeah.
He just ain't drew it back and kicked it in.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah. It's coming. It's there.
I want that platform so that I can do stuff like that. Because
the funniest
when I do a song like this, it's like cool, you know, and it's people murmur about it. But what if Beyonce did this? Or not saying I want to be that big, but if she did it, or Drake or somebody, or Kendrick, oh man, be on national news.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like when he did the video with the faces, like it's gonna actually be on the news because they had a platform to really make stuff like this make sense. Oh, they'll be all over it. But I want to do something about blacks on, you know, how we treat each other. Yeah. Because when you go to Cardi B page or anybody, Chris Brown, Lil Baby, and you read the comments, it's not them tearing them down. It's us.
Yeah.
What's crazy about y'all saying?
They say there have always been colorism and racism in all cultures.
Yep.
What's crazy about y'all saying that though, when I first heard it, that's what I felt. When you was talking about killing me is killing you, I was thinking about our people and how we treat each other. I felt that first.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then
that's why I like music, because
I kept listening and it got more broad, but I thought about us first, because when you say killing me is killing you, because I know how much we kill each other. So I thought about that
over
first.
Nothing. Yeah. So you and people don't know, but you're gonna be the new breath of fresh air. Putting stuff like this out and stuff that you're working on. People don't understand that, man. Like we are our
Yeah.
own worst enemy.
Best I can say is don't ever stop writing because you that guy, man.
Thank you, man.
You
Thank
know
you.
what I'm saying? And the world need to hear some of this stuff. Like the funniest part about this whole story when you started it was the guy that wanted the song. He just wanted a little bit of something. He didn't even know who he was messing with. As far as a writer, when you was finished, he was like, "Damn, this what you did."
But but think about it. Right now in today's society, where are the R&B artists? The true R&B artists that can touch you like an Al Green or you know what I'm saying? We're just talking about
it ain't
this,
a lot of
and it's not that.
Because even on this song, if you notice, I'm really more rapping. Like I'm rap singing.
I love checking it out.
But that's because I'm a writer. So as a writer, I do whatever's necessary for the record. I'll rap, I'll sing, I'll do whatever. Some songs I have a ton of backgrounds. Some songs I purposely turn the auto tune on a certain way because it's real commercial. The record it's for the sound. It's not, you know.
I peeped your versatility too. That comes from having an ear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, I love that style.
Either that or ADHD.
You basically sung out of it. Right?
I tell people I got musical ADHD. I just like everything, man. I be trying to, I want to do country. I be, oh God, the moods, man. Y'all don't understand,
don't say
bro.
what you say you gonna do country.
Yeah,
I do.
Don't limit
yourself. I write
yourself.
for country artists.
Don't limit yourself.
I got like 3 country artists I'm working with right now.
As a writer, don't limit yourself.
That's a weird space when you're an artist because just like this, go do an urban record, but then you go home and you sit down on the guitar and do a country record. So I love that about dope. Writing. You can do you can be flexible even when nobody's looking. I'm not doing that for clout. That's what I truly enjoy. I do gospel records. Like my dad pastor, man. I grew up in church. I still go to church heavily. Like a lot of my records are gospel records, or even not necessarily gospel. They're CCM, like where those stadium sounding songs. Like I do a lot of that because I don't really play the piano good enough to do a lot of
Is that your origin of your singing? Is that the beginning in the church?
You could technically in the church, but really at the house, my mom is a singer, and a lot of people don't know my mom sing because my mom is very shy, but my mom can sing.
Wow.
Yeah, and my mom's niche is harmonizing, so that's where I learned to harmonize. Which you got some artists that sing rings around me that when I get them in the studio and I vocal arrange the record, they can't do the harmonies. They can't hear past the main melody, whatever the main part is. They can't add notes to that. They brain don't work like that. My mom used to sing harmonies with, like, if she listening to Al Green, she doing a duet with him and doing the harmony. She's just washing dishes. She not doing that for sure, you know. And then this song come on, and
she natural.
She naturally got.
Hey, speaking of moms, have you ever thought about putting moms on the record?
I really want to. I couldn't believe I got to be in the video, but see, they're in that space now where they think what I'm doing is cool. When I first started, they didn't know what I was doing, so they was just like, "Ah, man, he finna get out here. Everything we gonna talk this boy, he gonna get out here just run in the dirt. We gonna end up visiting them in prison, you know." And they got a reason to feel that way.
We got a comment from D. She say, "That's why I dig this song because it creates dialogue. We as people have to work hard through centuries and decades of trauma so that we may unite once again." JC is a great storyteller, man.
Thank you. I don't know where you are, but I appreciate it. That's and you know, these are the type of songs you gotta listen to maybe a couple of times. And I always put the lyrics in my YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So if you click on the description, if you read the lyrics, you'll really be shocked. But the second verse, when it says is over 400 years, he still don't get it from our people. It's one of the key lines is like, it's become mental illness. And that's not, people are scared of using that word. They think you calling them retarded, or that's not a malicious term. It's mental illness when people don't realize how hurt they are. And they don't realize how much in trauma they are. That's why you hate on people so much. So we see somebody in a nice car, somebody in nice clothes. It's bad. Like I've literally had to buy other stuff or dress a certain way when I'm going to certain places because I know my people are going to look at me. They're gonna look down on me for being successful.
Right.
So I'm gonna buy an older car. I'm just gonna wear sweats. I don't want them to be like, look at him being Hollywood. Yeah, I don't want to come in like that.
You was thinking ahead just to adapt.
No, I done actually experienced. I've been robbed before. I've seen other people being robbed. My car has been broken into. People made, like, I've actually experienced it. Like I done seen people get shot at, whatever, like just for nothing. Just because they got stuff.
It's the jealousy. It's a jealousy of like, why? Like, if somebody doing something, I'm more so, hey, can you give me some words of advice how to get not where you at, but show me which way to go, because I'm trying to do this and it ain't working.
So I ask you a question. So in your opinion, is jealousy mental illness?
Yeah.
Because I think it is.
Yeah.
I think jealousy can become so toxic.
Yeah.
You become so jealous, you can't even function.
Yeah.
Because you too busy worried about everybody else.
Yeah.
That's social media defined. You got people running up and down your timeline and actually liking your pictures that are really jealous of you. And that's dangerous. Because I don't know your intent. I don't know why you like it.
An obsession at that point.
You even commented. You commented out of jealousy. Look at this nigga.
Yeah.
Look at this nigga. He always got that. Haters but you gonna put flames under the post. Because you don't want people to know you jealous.
Yeah.
But
check it.
You did it with a very spiteful
intent.
And people go so far, they'll be like, I ain't gonna put 4 flame emojis. I'm gonna just put 2. Cause this nigga think he all that. But I know this sounds crazy.
They that petty.
But somebody watching this laughing right now. Because people do this. Let me not overdo it with the emoji.
Fully
what talking about.
Yeah, I don't want to show too much love. Like, but they really hate.
And the killing part, you can't even decipher who's being real and who's being fake.
Not on the internet. Hell no.
You have people that do a lot of posting of shit that they doing. Then you come out of you catch people come out the woodwork, be like, hey man, remember we went to school together? You my motherfucker. Yeah. You my buddy. Remember we did this, that, and the other?
Nah.
And with that, you don't know what's behind the intent, because you think this motherfucker over here is really congratulating you and fucking with you, but it's really trying to get in your mix, see what you doing to fuck your shop up, or whatever. Let me get in. I'm gonna feed this motherfucker because they posting everything on social media.
Yeah.
Let me slide in and see what I can get in at, because this person, when you post certain things on social media, people find a way in to your life.
Yeah. And that's a part I'm struggling with. And that's where I tell my age without telling my age. I'm still old school. My dad taught me, don't let your left hand know what your right hand doing. And don't let all these Negroes know what you got going on, because they gonna hurt you. That's how I grew up. So, but social media says, hey, post everything because it's content and that's how you get discovered and that's how you blow up. And all, man, please. Like I just told you about school, I ain't never posted that. I ain't never posted that on my social media because you're gonna think that I posted it for show.
It ain't.
And so I want the focus to be on the impact. Yeah. So I get to choose what I post. So I'll post some. You don't know what I didn't post. Right. Like you getting hype about that, man. That was
some bullshit.
Right. Yeah, that ain't that ain't what really went down. But if I post what I really did and what I really, with me not being at a certain, especially not being at a certain level yet, people, they don't do well with that. So then when I come back around, it takes an abundance of humility. Some of my clients won't even work with me if I post to it. I was gonna hit you, man, but you doing it big now. I saw you in the club with Usher, like or something crazy like that, man. I just true story.
And that sound like some hater shit too.
Ain't no sound. Ain't no sound like it is hating.
But
it is hating.
But they do it.
And you actually know me, like you met me, and
because people want to be in that spotlight.
And I was saying that to somebody earlier today. I was like, I have learned to be, content with what I have, and like, cause I'm like, I'd be like, I'm happy about what I do have. But like, let's say I'm driving a Corvette. but I'm working with people that drive Ferraris and Bentleys and Lamborghinis. That's the aspect I love of working with people who are bigger than me. Right. You ain't got no choice but to stay humble. Cause you think look at this, man, you did this. I go get 100,000 views. They got 100 million. Right. So that's what I love about being as a writer. I constantly work with people who have done way more than me. Right. And it kind of keeps you in check. And so what other people get excited about, I'm happy about, but I'm not as excited as they are, to the point where it turns into arrogance. Right. Like I'm just like, okay, yeah, that was cool. That was better than the last release. We got more work to do. You know,
see that plays a part of your mother and your father.
Absolutely.
That's the church.
We on the same page, my brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was
the
just
money,
about to
the
speak
fame
on
don't
that.
impress you, because I'm sitting here hearing this.
Yeah.
You do this for the love.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The money, if the money come, the money come. It really doesn't matter, because you're doing what you love to do. Right. It's a difference.
Yeah. And understanding, like, I had this man, this is crazy. I had all this convo within the last 24 hours. Okay, let's say you do get the money. Mm-hmm. Let's say, what's the number? Is it $1 million? Is it 10 million? Is it 100 million? What number makes you satisfied? Right. What number actually brings you peace?
It's no such thing.
What number actually makes you happy?
Right.
Where's your joy come from? Or you feel loved at what number? What is it? 50 million?
It's no such thing.
What's the number? Because I could have sworn
that's not where
Mike
that comes
was
from.
going home getting shot up intravenously. You know what I'm saying? And Prince died on the elevator with fentanyl. Like, it's not money. It can't be money.
Yeah.
It can't be fame.
Base that on that.
So that's why I don't want to do it. And I say that a lot of times in interviews. I don't mind making money, but I don't want to be a millionaire that ain't got no peace. Like, because then I'm still going to be at a house somewhere doping up or something, or trying to find some type of vice that actually makes me happy. So I keep it myself centered around the music. Let me have fun doing it. I'm definitely a go-getter. I'm a businessman. I'm gonna try to make a bag, but I ain't gonna lose myself in the process.
And a lot of people do that.
And that's what the most important thing is. And like my brother was saying, that foundation, that's where you have a blessing and an advantage at. That foundation, having that mother and that father, the right people in your corner, being brought up a certain way, that's important, man. People don't realize that, but we see how much anarchy we got in the world now because of broken families and not having the right parents and all that. We can see the craziness from that. When you got that foundation and you came up the right way and you got a certain kind of values, it don't matter what you get into coming up. That's not going to leave you.
Yeah, now you right, because I definitely, when you a PK, you doing everything in your power to get away from that, man. Right. As soon as I get out of the house, there's a couple things I'm not doing. I'm not going to church. I'm just being real. This is how your mind goes. Right. I'm finna be with as many women as possible. Right. I'm going to as many parties as possible. You know what I'm saying? And I did. Right. I did everything that I said I did. You know what I'm saying? But like, you still end up in a place where you feel empty because you had the grounding. So at least you have a place to come back to.
Yeah.
But I didn't appreciate a lot of the stuff my parents did until I got older. And I was like, dang, they really had it figured out. Then I realized they also had the bag too. I thought my parents was broke growing up. Like they had me working so hard. Like I had a job at such a long age.
They were just teaching you responsibility.
So my dad instilled this in me personally because I was the only boy.
You had real parents.
Wasn't around to do that. Right. Okay. And so he was like, "Oh, you gonna be a man." And like, I realized when I got a little older, I was like, Dad, I think you sitting on. I'm doing the math here, bro. Cause my dad was also a principal. Right. Okay. Like my whole life, he was a principal in school. My mom was a guidance counselor. I like, y'all got some main role. Cause y'all driving. We never drove past a certain level car. We never had like anything fancy. Right. Okay. Like we drove basic cars, stayed in the same house my whole childhood. Me and my two sisters, we went to college on scholarship. So I'm doing the math, bro. I'm like, the house been paid off for at least 10 years. Didn't pay for college. I bought my own car. See, I've been working since I was 14. Like I moved out when I was 17. I'm doing math. My dad just laughed. I was like, okay, I get it. So I sold up game, and that's kind of like my approach. You know,
Yeah.
like
I'm smart, and they taught you.
Hey, speaking of that, man, let me drop this, man. This is new single right here, man. That JC, that For You.
Yeah.
For me.
For me,
yeah. For me.
For me. Excuse me for my
but it is for
there.
you. Yeah. It's for you, whoever's listening. But
so if y'all want to check it out, man, y'all got.
We do not own the rights to this music, but he is here, man. JC, y'all.
Let's go.
It's your boy JC. It's the face for me. It's the hair for me. It's the pedigree. It's the vibes for me. It's the style for me. It's the smile for me. It's the pedigree. It's the vibes for me, baby. You know what it is when I come through. I just wanna put this loving on you. Shame on me, I'm sweet on you like fondue. You chop me down like Kung Fu. I can't explain it. This is the craziest situation I ever played in. But I go over time for you, cause it's worth it even if I lose. It's the face for me. It's the hair for me. It's the pedigree. It's the vibes for me. Style for me. Style for me. Smile for me, smile for me. Pedigree is the vibe for me, baby. You got this thing about you, way about you, sway about you, slay about you. Say, baby, let's get away in our own space. Yeah. I need a one-on-one with you. I got a bone to pick with you, cause I can't seem to get enough of you, baby. This ain't usual. Feels like two fools fell in love. Yeah, and that's everything for me. Yeah, I know this ain't usual. Feels like two fools fell in love. Yeah, and that's everything for me. Yeah. Face for me. It's the face for me. Yeah, head for me. It's the vibes for me. It's the vibes for me. Yeah. Smile for me. Smile for me. Yeah. Agree. It's the vibes for me. Yeah. You got this thing about her, way about her, sway about her, slay about her. Say, baby, let's get away in our own space. Yeah. I need a one-on-one with you. I got a bone to pick with you, cause I can't seem to get enough of you, baby. It's the face for me. It's the hair for me. It's the pedigree. It's the vibes for me. Style for me. It's the smile for me. It's the pedigree. It's the vibes for me, baby. And I know this ain't usual. Feels like two fools fell in love. Yeah, and that's everything for me. Yeah.
But hey, we're gonna roll with this one right here, man. If y'all don't know, y'all better find out. This is another one, man. No filter, man. Hey,
oh man,
y'all better tap in on the tap in. Hey, this shit
JC
live, man.
is here.
JC
We
in
do
the
not own the
building,
rights
live
to
in the
this
Fraathouse.
music, man.
You dig?
Let's go.
Fraathouse.
What took you so long?
I had to do my makeup.
Why?
Because I wanted to wear makeup.
You don't even need all that.
Yes, I do.
Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready.
You still not ready?
No. You gonna love it when it's done. Why is you complaining?
I already told you, you don't need all that. You just being extra.
Okay.
All right.
You gotta know, you ought to know, baby. These boys, they don't. I lay you without the filter. Cause I like the real, yeah. I like you without the filter. Cause I like real you, baby, yeah. No makeup on, used to fly. You gon' always get my lights. I like you without the filter. I like the real you, baby. I be scrolling through your feed all day to see what you just posted. Pretty body on fleek, but you act like you don't even know it. And I know that you've been through a couple of things. Let me boost your self-esteem, yeah. Ooh, so don't even try. Girl, you looking like the entree and the two. On the sideway, the love in my new whip. Come and take a trip. I like you without the filter. Cause I like the real, yeah. I like you without the filter. Cause I like the real you, baby, yeah. No makeup on, used to fly. You gon' always get my lights. I like you without a filter. I like the real you, baby. So I'm all yours if you want me. You seem unsure, baby, don't be. All that drill you so see. Oh, baby.
And Jacquees, take a picture. That's my Beyonce, baby, flawless with no filter. She make them tip her, but she don't tolerate disrespect, she a quit first. She a diamond, got a man, have a cup if you can. She's fine with a plan, no time to be playing. No, it won't be easy for her to take them out. If I make a problem, then I know she'll cut me out. Would you mind if I make some plans? Girl, I can't filter this out. I wanna be a
I like
man.
you without the filter. Cause I like the real, yeah.
Cause I like the real,
I like you without the filter.
without a filter.
Cause I like the real you, baby, yeah. No makeup on, used to fly. You gon' always get my
Hey, man. No
JC.
filter.
In the building, man. We back, man.
For me, for you.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's called For Me, but he did it for you, baby. All y'all
I
ladies
said
that
for me, for you.
Hey, all y'all
Shit.
ladies that's watching is for you too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get in there. Turn up. See it.
So
Hey, that's that new single that
we,
for
we,
me, man.
we gotta talk about both of those, man.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm gonna start with that one.
No filter.
The No Filter
Okay,
joint.
yeah, that was-
yes, sir.
How did that collaboration come about with Jacquees and that whole concept? Because I like the concept to the song too.
Okay. So first of all, every record that I have out since 2018 in particular, which is when I started releasing singles, we invested and really taking the approach I'm taking now, they're really demos. Like, for example, I recorded a song yesterday. I'm gonna do one tonight. You know, I just cut demos so I have a library of songs as a writer. And I have to do that ongoing. You know, it's like Steph Curry, as awesome as he is, you still see him warming up every game, shooting from the free throw, then the 3-point, then the half court. He's still warming up.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
You know what
boy,
I'm saying? So
that boy compared writing and cutting songs to warming up. Like,
look at him.
he got these things all day, y'all.
I was just saying it really is because when you're called in as a writer, you don't necessarily get the luxury of like taking your time. Like when they paying you, if the session 3 hours, hey bro, we expecting a song, and some people want you to write the song and want to record it within
Right
that.
then,
So
right
that means
then.
I gotta literally that's not bragging. Like I gotta know how to write a whole song in 30 to 45 minutes. Like I have
Shit.
to know how to do that in order for me to get the kind of work that I'm getting now.
I wrote,
I gotta know how to do
I
it.
wrote a song about it. You want to hear it? Here it go.
well, the thing is writing a song without being fearless. So all these songs came like that. So most, to be honest with them, a lot of them came off social media. Like, man, what's all this for me? So I sit down, I'm hearing the beat. Me. Like I was saying, No Filter was the same way. I kept seeing the hashtag No Filter. And I was in the end of a session. Most of my stuff I recorded at the crib, but I was working with my boy Low Key. He's an engineer, owns a studio in Buckhead. And we in there working and he's recording me. He like, man, you got like an hour left. And it may have been 30 minutes.
Are you in Atlanta, D?
Huh?
I'm sorry, I'm talking to
So I said I'm gonna do like what we call a scratch vocal, where I'm not really writing the whole song, I'm getting the idea. That idea was No Filter. And you can hear it in the vocals, because when I'm mumbling, I'm all yours if you want me. You see much, baby, don't we? I'm literally writing a song in my head. Like that was never intended to be released, but it came across as
You was catching a melody
vibe because people make songs high now. So like they just like, oh, that boy was sauced up right there. I'm like, no, I was really thinking, but it came out dope. So anyway, had this song, a couple other records. I decided I wanted to put out something. I had an investor. We're gonna put a feature on it. Said, man, you should do something with Jacquees, because I've known Jacquees for a long time. When I was with Block, he used to come around as a team, and I was the only R&B artist. So, and he remembered that. I got a video of it, and he like, bro, I remember, like, I got so much respect for you, man. You used to be at that rap label with all them rappers. You was the only singer. You made it cool to me, like, because I always felt weird because I sang. And like you in there
singing, being around hip hop,
like it wasn't gonna be cool, man. Nigga singing, like you would be singing, but all the rappers still thought you was cool. You still did stuff with them, and I was like, that was dope. And so I played him 2 songs in particular. The other one's called Way Too Much. He had the first dibs on it. Like I let him pick between Way Too Much and No Filter. He picked No Filter.
Okay.
And then I put Eric Bellinger on Way Too Much. I did that one too.
Dope.
But yeah, that was it. And then he did the feature. He told me he was gonna show up to video, and I don't want to get too deep into that. It gets real political when you do a song with an artist and you actually sing with an artist. Those are 2 different things.
Right.
Because you got to pay the label to let the artist be in the video and use their likeness, because these labels own the artist.
Right.
So it's very rare, although Jacquees isn't the biggest artist ever, he signed to Cash Money. So you're not going to see a lot of independent artists that have a song with Jacquees and then he's actually in the video, stuff like that. So what I admire most about him is he kept his word. He's like, nah, big bro, I got you, bro. I'm going to do the feature. I'm going to be there for the video. So the day we shoot the video, this Negro ain't even in Atlanta. He in Detroit.
What?
And so we calling him. I'm like, bro, like you told me you was gonna be here. This is like a set. Like we ain't outside. Like I can't do this over, man. I'm independent. I ain't got the money you got. Like he's just like, oh yeah, it is today. Nah, I'm gonna keep my word. Went to airport, jumped on the flight, and came straight to the video shoot.
That dude was in there.
That's
deep.
100. You know that because that's where we are from Detroit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was in Detroit with his girl at the time. And
he flew in and still made it.
He flew in. He came straight there. He said, man, I told you I was coming.
Hey, man, big what up, though, to Jacquees for keeping his word.
People say stuff about Quee, man, but I ain't got no problems. Because not only did he show up for the video, he helped me get it premiered on BET. I had never had a video premiere. And again, I'm independent.
That's dope.
110% independent. There's no difference between me and somebody up the street doing music. Right, okay. So it's just all networking. So when he like, yeah, man, I'm you got the trailer, you got this. He did that. He helped me get it put on BT, MTV, Revolt, and then he posted it on his Instagram. That's rare. You can do a song with an artist, but for the artist to actually brand your song and say, yo, y'all go check out my homie JC. So at the time, No Filter was the biggest record I'd ever put out as far as numbers. All my stuff is organic. So I was getting millions of streams. The video was going up. It was on TV.
But see, that's what was supposed to happen, though, because y'all already had a relationship. He was the little homie, you know what I'm saying? Right. Y'all already had a relationship outside of that. So it was a little different than all the industry red tape or whatever. He had already respected you. So
man, and it was so much.
So shout out to him for keeping his word.
Yeah,
though.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, super cool. And it's so much that happened. If y'all knew, that song came out, I don't even know what it says. It was 2020. I did the demo in 2018.
Wow.
I shot the video in 2019. The song was released in 2020.
Wow.
So look, like it took about 2.5 years.
Yeah, that's work.
Just for that to transpire.
Yeah.
But in between that time, once we did the record, like, hey man, I'm shooting a video. You know, I wasn't ready yet because I ain't had the funding, but he would still invite me to his video shoots, he be we had such club, man, pull up. You know, like it was just cool. It's like, man, cause he loved the record. You know what I'm saying? If he had it his way, shoot, man, it would have been the record of the year. You know, he to this day he still feel that way. It's just, you know, everything now it's really about money. Like so it's like however much you got to invest into the project, that's about as far as it goes.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just reality.
And that's crazy because I had reached out to a person because you know they doing numbers, they whatever, you know, and talk one thing. So I reached out to him. I'm like, hey, you know, you doing this, you know, come on a podcast, and you know, what? No, hey, how you doing? And they say, what's your budget? That was a text I received. What's your budget?
Yeah.
My reply was, oh, never mind. It's cool.
Yeah.
That happened to me twice, bro. Like,
yeah, and it's a thing, but I've never, like the show I did today was free. I do paid shows, but I also do a lot of shows for free because I understand the business. You know what I'm saying? Like podcast, I ain't gonna never charge this free promo.
Yeah.
You know, so for y'all it's giving you content, but for me, I'm talking to people that ain't never heard my music.
And that's how we was feeling.
And that's how we do it.
That's
like,
how shit.
Yeah.
I don't even get that. Whoever that is definitely doesn't understand how this works.
Free promo.
Well, I do free shows and people be like, man, I saw you on the road with it could be anybody. Like my homeboy is a big promoter. So he's put me on stage with we were talking about R. Kelly earlier.
Yeah.
I opened, you know, minus the stuff he did. You know, those are some of the biggest shows I ever did. Opening for R. Kelly, Migos, Chris Brown, Macklemore, Russ, like just huge, man. This is 10, 15, 20,000 people.
Yeah, you don't open for some huge people, man.
Yeah, and people think it's flattering until you up on that stage. Like, it's not hard opening up a show when you got 20,000 people that didn't come to see you. That's the reality.
It is hard.
Right. But that's the reality is like, we really didn't come to see you, bro. Who is that?
That means you really got to do your
kill
the pressure. You got pressure
on
you.
You got to kill it.
As an opening artist on a major show like that.
Yep. But that's how I've been added to shows. Is like, although it's difficult, it's got to be a certain level. I get added because my homeboy was like, bro, if you can kill as an opener, all these artists are looking for strong openers. And I was like, why? And he was like, because nobody, it's like a DJ that sets the tone for a party. Like, if you come out there and get booed, you've actually made the crowd feel some type of way. So then when I get up there as the major artist, like, you didn't warm up the crowd, they pissed. Right. So now I can feel the energy now. Forget what I'm getting paid. Like, this, man, who was up here before I got up here? So I learned that through him, and he just was booking me on all these shows, and a lot of them were free because I didn't realize I was performing in slots where normally the labels and the artists, they actually pay the promoter for their artists to open those shows to help them get their name out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, these people pay up to $5,000 or more just to get on the stage. I was getting on that slot for free. So that meant my homeboy was missing out on $2,500 to $5,000 per show just by adding me to the show.
Wow.
So how am I looking for money? But I ain't done. So what I started doing was coming in early. If my show on Saturday, I'm going to get there on Friday and leave on Sunday night because they ain't going to do what I can do. I'm going to go to the local stations and I'm going to actually extend myself as a writer to all of the local artists in that city. And I'm going to have 3 sessions before I leave.
You was getting yourself work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I do. Like, I'm a for real hustler.
You a hustler with this shit. You was getting yourself work.
You heard.
I ain't trying to do no after parties, no nothing, bro.
Yeah,
like,
you was straight hustling.
Just give me straight, like, okay, it's people want to work, because I learned that from traveling. It's people in Montana. It's people in Boise, Idaho. I went to weird markets, like what we would consider. I ain't talking Miami, New York. LA. I'm talking Spokane, Washington.
Where people don't get the music or whatever. You want to get the
they
people.
They don't even have this. It's so rare. So you say a songwriter is in town. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, dang, man, I need hook. How much you charge for hooks? How much, hey, man, got produced. So I started making, forget the songwriting. I'm coming in as a production company. I got beats, I got hooks, I got full songs, I can pull up on you and write, I can do vocal production, whatever. And I started telling the promoter, in your promotional efforts, go ahead and set me up sessions with other openers or local artists, and I'll just give you, a little cut. So I'm doing the show, but I'm making my money off of all the things surrounding the show.
Yeah.
And that's every city.
One-stop pull-up shop.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I can't do that if I'm out here and I'm like chasing tail, I'm high, I'm drunk, like you know what I'm saying?
You gotta be strictly about your business. Yeah.
So from the time I land, they know like JC finna go to the hotel, man. Bruh, he finna, if they see me, he got them headphones on, he writing a song. Cause but it's not just like I'm overworking. I really enjoyed this. Like if I really had a choice between going to a club and standing and watching people all night, because we don't dance and stuff like that no more. So I'm just in the section like this. If I had a choice between that and being at the house and creating, I'm gonna go to the house.
You're gonna create. Yeah.
That's what I say. You do it from the love. You can tell you do it from the love. If you listen to the songs, you do it from it's the love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't do it like some people do everything for money.
Yeah.
They don't do it from the heart no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a couple of people, like I was saying earlier. Oh, what's your budget? I'm like, bro, we a podcast. Why I got to pay you to come on and you promoting your business?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. The money thing is more so for what I can do outside of myself. Like, I definitely got to get what I need to sustain myself.
Yeah.
And of course, you have goals. Like, if you make X amount, okay, I want to make this much next year. But the bulk of like the whole, like, I got to get my money type thing, I have a daughter that really just goes to her. Like that's savings, that's college. I'm prepping for all that now because I can't give her less than what my parents gave me. Exactly. So I gotta have that stashed away. So like I'm getting money. I don't even be feeling it because I took it, save, and then just spend accordingly like when I need to. But I ain't out here finna buy no.
Man, you money conscious. That's what's up.
Yeah, but see that's the culture too. We ain't preaching that. Yeah. We telling you go out here, spend it, blow it.
That's the foundation you come from too.
Right.
That foundation I spoke of earlier.
Yeah. So I'm trying to change that narrative, and that's why the studio in the school is kind of like my bridge for that because the kids think I'm rich.
We already know. Yeah, we already know black folks, y'all need a lot more classes on money management.
They don't even know what credit is. The first time I have a conversation with them with credit, they're like,
way
what's
more
credit?
classes.
So I'm gonna bring you in the studio because I know you think it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I can set a standard. I can say, hey man, we do a little EP on you, man, but can't get suspended no more. This worst kid in the school. So if I tell him that, guess what? He don't get in trouble for the next 2 months. He been in trouble all year. Right. But he ain't in trouble now because now he has something a connection. And like they try to look at rap and stuff like that as being, well that's their interest. That's what they looking at all day. That's who they imitating all day. So I'm use that to lure you in, and then while you in there, I'm gonna tell you the importance of having a backup plan. I'm gonna tell you the importance of how to structure your finances. So this is what, y'all be thinking this is what I do. I do this, oh dang, that's smart. So they learning because unfortunately I can't bank on their dad teaching them that because he probably not even in their life. So I become their dad. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, like I become responsible for instilling all of that into them. So they really become, end up looking up to me, like on into their adult years. Like it's crazy, man. Like what type of impact you can have. So I share this with producers and writers, and I'm like, if you really trying to serve, I got a place for you.
You be surprised how many of these kids need a father figure, man.
That's it pays
You
off.
know what I'm saying? That's what they lacking. So for me,
Okay.
I gotta jump to that. You got the regular joint and you got the remix.
Yep.
So I guess we touch on both real quick. Like the first joint, like how did that come about, and you know how did you put that down, and then the remix also. You know what I'm saying? Got to touch that because the videos.
You got to let the people know what you're talking about, because they might be like, "What is he talking about?"
The song For Me. So and that's another thing we gonna get into. Like this brother did something that ain't been done in years. Like have a hot record and then do a remix to it as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't been done in a long time in the industry.
I got a story
behind
it though.
Yeah.
I got a story behind everything, man.
So we gonna get into the original version first.
It's a demo.
And the song For Me.
A demo. It was a demo. I want to say I wrote it. I did it originally with a producer named Lo-Fi. We were in a writing camp, and I'm almost definite I wrote it for Chris Brown, because they wanted something with like where the beat had kind of like old school elements, but they wanted something real catchy. And I don't know where For Me came from, but that's the first thing that came to my head. I don't really write from personal experience. Suicide, yes, but the other songs, I just be vibing, man. Like I can see that green poster and I write a song because you're so green. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing. Like you're green to love. Like I see that from that poster. And then that's the song.
And then relate it to life.
Yeah. And then I'll make a song like, and that's gonna be the hook. You're so green to relationship. You're so green to love.
You glaze past that like it's nothing, but lyrically you a beast with it. Like it'll be You So Green, but you will relate that lyrically into something real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
now I do find that sometimes after I wrote the song, I'd be like, ooh, I know who that verse was about. But I didn't intentionally write about it. It was just internalized. Like I was talking about such when I wrote that, you know, so I just kind of have my own little inner lab. But for me, it was just a demo. It was a demo. And then I had come across a new investor. He heard some of my music in the studio when I was writing for his rap artist. And he was like, man, what? He was like, man, you got some great music, man. You super talented. Like what's next? Like what? And so we had a conversation. I tell him. So he was like, you know, I'm not really into the music that deep, but what I'm doing is trying to figure it out if I want to do this for a while. I said, well, you done met the perfect person. Because if you trying to figure it out, you can figure it out with me, because I'm gonna show you. Right. Like, and then you have a decision to make after that. So we're still friends to this day. But he decided after my release, oh, I ain't doing this no more. I do not like the music industry. I mean, this man's a multi-millionaire. He owns dispensaries and grocery stores, gas stations, all kind of stuff like that. So he was like, yeah, this music is some bull. And I was like, you right.
He didn't like the business part of it. Yeah.
But he got
so he seen the fuckery in the music.
Yeah. And like so he said, let's put out a single. First single he got behind was No Filter. And then No Filter transitioned into For Me. Now, by For Me, he was already kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But he said, because I rock with you personally, I'm just finna send you, this is more like a love offering. You don't even owe me nothing. Like, just here you go. So I actually had a smaller budget for me, for the song For Me, than I did for No Filter. But For Me is the biggest song I've ever put out in my life. Like, I've gotten the most traction off of that record because it caught wind on TikTok. Of course, you know, we had a budget to promote it and stuff. And then these girls just started making videos. They started doing cosmetology videos. They were doing stylist videos. It was people on runways. And like, I didn't know, these people didn't know me and I didn't know them. So I just started downloading apps to repost the video. I was like, because I don't like posting. So I said, I will repost what you posted. Right, okay. So that's how I promoted the record. All I did was repost it what other people was posting. Man, that song.
What other people was posting off your song.
Bruh, it just went from social media to, and I don't have like no million followers in that, but it was just, again, these people didn't know me. So my Shazams were like 3,000-4,000 Shazams a week, where people trying to say, who is this? And so they'll Shazam it because they don't know who I am. Right. You ain't got Shazam Drake. Right. You know his voice. They don't know me. So these people just Shazamming me, trying to figure out, I like this. What is this? And it just caught wind. Howard University blew it up. It was like the theme song on the whole campus. I ain't never been to Howard a day in my life. My first time going will be big. On the 26th. Like,
it's coming then.
I ain't even been up there.
You got it.
But I put the song out in March of 2021.
Damn.
Wow.
See? It's been, you know, but with COVID and everything, I'm just now getting out. So that's the story behind that song. It's really just a
you might have made a baby anthem over there, man.
Hey, we live in the frat house with JC, man. Make sure y'all go follow this guy on Facebook, YouTube, JC Crowder, man, singer, writer, promoter. Hey, he do it all, man. Like, he do it all, man. I can't hold you up, man. Make sure y'all go. Hey, man, the single For Me, that shit dope, man.
I mean,
touch on real quick. Touch on the
remix.
Oh, the video.
Yeah. That's why I forget.
The video.
So the song gets out there, right? And I always put out a DJ pack because although I typically don't have a radio budget, I always have those organic DJs that pick it up and they play it on the radio in their market. Which, man, people don't understand how powerful that is, because radio is typically $100,000 to $150,000 budget on a minimum.
Oh, like, you made me throw up.
Yeah, a lot. I'm talking about for a national campaign.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of independent artists don't know that, you know, so they get scammed 10,000, 15,000. Man, that's not a radio budget. Can you air a Super Bowl commercial for $100,000? No, it's probably 50 million. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's the number. So to think you might have 500,000, be like, man, we're gonna put our commercial on the as a Super Bowl ad. No, sir, that's not enough. Whoever told you that, you finna lose $500,000. So radio works the same way. You know, I ain't going too much detail, but radio is weird. So I had people organically pick, like Frank Ski, who is from Atlanta, or used to be in Atlanta. He has stations up in DC. He DM'd me personally from it being buzzing in Howard, and he started playing it on the radio in DC and his Atlanta station.
That's dope. Shout out to Frank Ski.
Yeah, man. And I met Frank Ski when I got my deal, and he didn't remember that he knew me. He just DM'd me out the blue and was like, "Is this your record? I want to add it." And so I sent him pictures.
Just like the
I was
record.
like, bro, you used to rock with me when I was a bad boy. He was like, bro, you blowing my mind right now. This is you. And I was like, yeah. He was like, do you age? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was like 12 years ago. He was like, I was like, man, I'm 21, man. What you talking about?
Like, you look the same.
Right, yeah. But anyway, the DJ pack got out and somehow found its way to a guy named Reef Cleveland, who he's from the States, but his wife lives in Ghana. He lives in Germany, and he has a residency in Ghana, so he has a home there as well. He took the record, sent it to a producer in Ghana. They took the pack that had my acapella in it. Wow. He made a whole new beat, added himself to the record, and then they invited me to Ghana.
So you didn't have nothing to do with the
I cannot
sound of the remix or anything.
That is organically
they did that
African.
On their own.
It's organically African. Wow. That's why I will give Sam G props to the day I died.
They was rocking
this man
with you heavy.
Took this song, heard it. He was like, "This is incredible." He did a organic Afrobeat remix. It took my second verse off the record and added himself, because he an artist too. He was like, "I'm gonna be on this record." And guess what I did? Went to Ghana. We shot the video in Ghana.
Wow.
We ended up working.
I didn't know it.
I
went
met
down
other
like
artists there. Keche, that's one of the biggest groups in Ghana. I ended up doing a song with them. We shot the video the next day. I had time of my life, man. I was on
them
TV.
Visuals is crazy on there too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because we were actually in Shizzle shot that video. I have another video that's gonna come out that's really gonna captivate people, man. Like if y'all think suicide is I shot a video in a place called a shaman in Ghana. A shaman is basically it's in Tema, Ghana. It's basically a garbage dump. But you have about 200,000 plus people that live in the dump. So it's a landfill.
What?
And they live off of the rubbish.
And I
shot the video there.
Already shot that while you was there?
I got a partner
and that's
right now. And he just reached
Wow.
out to me 2 weeks ago. He's still in Ghana. We used to work together, but he went back home. And he's still in Ghana.
That's about a shaman.
He like,
so
when you coming to visit, I was like,
ugliness.
My money ain't that long. He said, well, you better save and come visit me. He an older guy. He was a cook. And he was like, you come and see me, Craig, come and see me. You know, I'm like, okay, you know, like, all right.
You gotta do it. I'm telling you now, it's life changing. I came back and I'm already, you can tell from I'm a pretty woke guy, you know what I'm saying? But Ghana was like full exposure.
That's
like
dope.
I was like, you know how you're honest with yourself. I came back, I was like, bro, we suck. Like African Americans, white Americans in general. Like
Word?
I came back feeling
you felt like that?
Yeah, we not good people as a whole.
Yeah. And that's as a conscious brother.
I'm being even myself included. Like I wasn't as good as I thought I was, because you go there and you get treated so different from the time you land, and just they so kind and like I'm like, and and it ain't no fake. It's not fake. They not just treat me like that. That's how they treating each other.
And shout out to our brother Trip Loke. He said the same thing, and I saw it too. Like, he just went there recently. He said the same thing,
bro.
He was like, from the time he got off the
people
plane.
That I'm talking about, I worked at Emory Hospital. And his name was Bai, and the other cook, her name was Mary. Both of them are from Ghana, and the way we worked in the kitchen, the love that they gave, well, I don't know about other people, but the love they gave to me was genuine. And like me and Bai, like he hit me out the blue, like, hey, what you doing? I'm coming to Atlanta soon. We got to hook up. Call me. You know,
you got to go, man. You got like my godparents are Ghanaian. My parents actually lived in Ghana for like 3 years before I was born. They taught over there. So I always grew up with this African influence in the household, which is crazy because I just told y'all I'm biracial.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we had all the artifacts. We had African statues and all kind of stuff all over the house. So my parents never let me forget that aspect. And then to go back over there, and then like now they're offering dual citizenship. They're really encouraging that. So I'm in the process of getting dual citizenship. So I'll be a citizen of Ghana. And the truth is you can't afford it, because once you get over there, your money is 7 times more valuable. The dollar is 7 times more than the CD. I took out $500 at the airport just to have cash, because I don't carry cash. Right. I was there for almost 3 weeks and I never went back to the ATM.
Damn.
Shit.
And I bought gifts for the whole family. I ate. I did pretty much whatever I wanted to do. I got haircuts out there.
$500 American dollars.
I had $500.
So that's like what?
It's $3,500.
Shit.
I had $3,500 at my disposal off of a $500 ATM deposit.
Wow.
So the main thing is the flight. You know, it might be pricey. It might be $1,000, something like that. But you just
once you
get over there. Once you, bruh, like look it up. CEDI. Type in like you take $100. Type in 100.
CD.
Yeah, CD. Okay. 100 USD to CD. Just do. Google has a
the money currency.
The
transfer.
The transfer. So put in $100, and you'll see it's roughly $700.
Wow.
Over there.
Wow.
So that's why when people are like, oh, the flights are crazy, man, forget the flight. It costs $900 to fly to Vegas right now. Like Vegas and LA, the tickets are ridiculous. So if you can fly out, I just love Vegas. And I think my ticket they got for me was about $700 something. It was cheaper for me to fly to Germany and fly from Germany to Vegas than it was for me to fly from Atlanta to Vegas. I could have gone to Germany first and then flown to Vegas for $650.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to D, man. She tapped in on the YouTube, man. She's representing Rhode Island.
That's what's up. D.
She's representing Rhode Island,
I got
man.
family from Rhode Island.
I just can't let that go back, because she been tapping in and she been fucking with you all night, bro.
Thank you, D.
Hey, she said she love you. She said shout out to Samuel G. I heard that name before. It's gonna come to me, but hey, she like buy his music, support him, man. Hey, shout out, D, man. All the way from Rhode Island, tapped in into the Fraathouse, man. That's one love. That's love right there, bro.
Rhode Island. I got people from Providence, D. Providence, Rhode Island.
I've never been to Rhode
That's
Island.
where my cousin's from.
Hey, and you know, speaking of Rhode Island, out of all the states, you never hear about Rhode Island being fucked up.
That's true.
You don't hear about them.
Oh, they got
mass
ghetto
murdering motherfuckers.
They got ghettos too.
I ain't saying it. You don't hear about them.
You don't hear about it.
Bro, you hear about every other state, country on the fucking planet. You never hear about Delaware or Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Them two you don't hear about. I mean, it's crime everywhere.
You saying on a major level as far as like major headlines.
You don't hear about them, bro. Like for real. You don't hear about them.
That's true.
That's true.
That's in Boston, right?
It's over that. No, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island is Rhode Island.
Rhode Island is Rhode Island. Yeah.
Rhode Island is a state, my brother.
No, Rhode Island is Rhode Island. She said, I'm executive assistant.
But it's not far from there, though.
NMS.
It's not far from Maryland.
What's that?
It's all on that East Coast. It's all on that upper East Coast strip.
What's NMS?
That's the label that brought me to Ghana.
Huh?
That's the label that brought me to Ghana.
NMS?
NMS.
NMS? Okay.
Oh, she said she's the executive assistant. She said she's in Providence. Okay. Man, shout out to you.
So I know who did. She got a little story too, but I ain't gonna put her on blast. But I put her a little bit on blast.
She knows who you are.
She actually found me. I don't know how she found my music, from it being played out there or something. But through just her supporting my music, I know I did a listening party where for my Afrobeat stuff, and she was in the listening party Zoom. I had never met her. And she was in the Zoom, and then the Reef, who brought me to Ghana, picked up on her from the Zoom or whatever, and he was doing like a giveaway, and he said, "Man, we're gonna bring you to Vegas." So my first time meeting her was last week while I was in Vegas.
Wow!
He not only flew her out to Vegas for the Afrofest, but they got so cool. He found out more about her. He made her the executive assistant. And all that came from just supporting my music independently.
That's dope.
Yeah. And I didn't even know that was her until now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
you
what's
just
up, D?
figured it out.
yeah.
You just figured it out.
She told me she said you jacked my name up. Just call me D. I said, okay, I apologize. I call you D.
Yeah, that sounds
that's dope, because the whole time you didn't even know.
I genuinely did not know. I would have been and gave her a shout out. But she's a big time supporter. Even with y'all, she one of those people. Once she locked in and see what you got going on, and if she likes it, she's gonna support it. She doesn't really. So
why wouldn't she rock with you? Because that whole position came from her supporting you.
Right.
So that's
with
beautiful.
no intention of that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
She said Rhode Island is crazy. Don't get it twisted. But I'm originally from Jersey. She a Jersey girl.
Yeah, she trying to tell you Rhode Island got they stupid parts too.
She say, put me on blast. Why don't you?
I'm gonna put her on blast. D is like D like your mama, your auntie, and your security guard all in one. So if she's around, you in good hands. Like she's just like, you need to drink some tea. Just like, do I need to fight somebody? Like I'm like, D. We good.
She in both the places I got family on my mother's side, Jersey and Rhode Island.
Yeah, D gonna do it all. She gonna man, everything.
Like, she said, I was keeping a low profile. Hey, D, hey, you say you rocking with the Fraathouse. Hey, we tap in every Wednesday at 7 p.m. and every Friday at 8 p.m., man. We live with it, D.
Hey, salute, D. We appreciate your support.
For sure. We got you. You already know. You'll see your pictures on the Fraathouse page. I'm going to steal a couple. Watch what I tell you. Please believe in me. Watch what I told you. Watch.
Yeah. Nah, it's people like that, man. Like, you know, D is just one of many that I've had personally attach themselves to that organic attachment, because you really, like I said, it is a money thing. You pay for visibility, but once it becomes visible, you have those people that hear it and it's like, man, this is dope. And those people who make a choice to attach themselves to you, like that's a big deal, because a lot of people only attach themselves to what's popular. They don't necessarily attach themselves to you based on your talent. Like they just like, I ain't never heard it. Again, it's a cultural thing. If I ain't heard of you, I ain't gonna support you until everybody makes a decision that you're cool or that you're
despise that shit.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up.
We don't have a lot of that.
I despise that shit. That follower mentality. Yo, support some shit if it's dope because you feel like it's dope. Stop following, waiting for everybody else to support.
Bandwagon.
If you feel like JC is dope, support JC because you like his music. Yeah. Don't wait for everybody else to be talking about. You don't need validation to say you support dope music. Like that whole mentality kills me, which is a beautiful segue to my next question.
Okay.
I heard overseas they got a whole different mentality with that.
Yeah.
And I'm getting ready to segue into Japan in particular. Mm-hmm. How did you get to rocking with that in Japan?
That's a good transition.
How were you received over there?
That was a great transition, because with Japan, it was literally CD Baby. I put my first album on CD Baby in 2005. That was my first album. It was independent. I was selling out the trunk. I heard about the platform. They sold the CDs, and they were the ones who took all my stuff and put it on iTunes, stuff like that. Well, through that process, they would do like a highlight, R&B highlight of the month or whatever. So they highlighted me one month, and some people in Japan saw it, and they started adding it to websites and playlists. And this is before I knew what a playlist was. And so then I get approached, and I remember her name. I can't get in touch with her anymore, but her name was Tomoko. So Tomoko started saying, people over here really love your music. I'd like to buy 30 CDs. And I was like, 30? Okay, cool. Yeah. Then it went from 30 to 500 to 1,000 to 2. And I'm like, hold up, I don't have 2,000 CDs. So it got so crazy. Wow. I was pressing up my CDs just to have them shipped to Japan, to Tomoko. Wow. Because she had found a market of individuals that love my music. And that led to a deal over there where instead of signing a record deal, I licensed my music, which means I still owned it. But I gave them a percentage in exchange for them making it bigger in just that, only the Japanese territory. But man, everything dope. I'm saying happened over a period of like a year and a half. And man, them people brought me over there. One of my producers got a major publishing deal over there, like a $500,000 publishing deal. He's a household name now, Keys Baby. Like, it's just so much came out of that.
What was your experience like over there? Like when you got invited over there after
you was famous,
after they was receiving your music and you doing shows or whatever. What was it like?
You wouldn't have known the difference between me and Justin Bieber. They treated
that's like, how big you was over there?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, and it may not have been, I don't know. Because now that I look at things the way I look at them now, was I that big, or is that their culture to support you that heavily? You know, so I don't know if I was really that big, or if their culture says we don't look at you like, oh, look at, they just like, oh my God, I love him. Like, man, it was it was crazy. We did store runs, we did shows, we did little pop-up visits at schools. Like, it was crazy.
Was the shows crazy?
Crazy. Because you got these Japanese people who, some of them don't speak English. So when they pressed up my album, I had to send lyric sheets for all the songs, and then they did inside the album. They put all my lyrics in Japanese. So that tell me right there, all of y'all don't even know what I'm saying. Right. You just like the way it makes you feel. Right. So there were people in the audience that didn't speak English, but they knew the words to all the songs.
Dang.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's
big. And so they sing the song with you, and then you got off stage, be like, thank you, and they be like they don't even speak
they
English.
can't
Like,
even,
and I'm just like, what? Like, this is, man, I ain't going back.
But that was dope when them lyric sheets went out with the translation though.
Yeah.
They got to see your lyrics in their language.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that was cool. And I wish stuff was still closer to that platform, because I would love to do stuff like that. I just I've been doing writing over there. It's typically called, you have J-pop and K-pop. J-pop is Japan. Hip-hop is Korea. I just did some stuff with my homie Bridges. We got placed in K-pop is huge. That's when you get
Korea.
Yes, that's when you get into groups like BTS, who is probably bigger than any group. Well, ain't no probably. There's not a group in America bigger than them. There ain't a group in the world bigger than BTS.
Yeah, they just won some awards not long ago.
Yeah, they started. They had to learn English just to support their buzz.
Are they
over
from
here.
Korea?
I don't know where they're from. I thought they were from China, but a lot of people from China still
Korea.
do K-pop music. It's identified as K-pop. It's
right.
like,
they done started a whole genre of music.
They ain't started, but
K-pop.
a lot. Yeah, like K-pop is a whole genre. So me and my homie, we just did.
Hey, I got a request real quick, y'all.
Pop. That's cold.
Yeah, I got a request.
You got a request going on?
Whenever I touch you, I know they're making an authentic video with a clear.
Hold up, y'all. Hey, yeah, I got a request.
Oh, man. Go ahead and intro that request then. It's all good. We do not own the rights to this music. JC is here, man.
Hey, this is requested
by
D. D, if you was on YouTube, well, you can hear. Here we go, man.
Oh yeah, we gotta respect D. Salute D.
Let's go. Tell me why.
I will tell y'all real quick. This is the first song I ever wrote in my life.
Wow.
Since that she said this her favorite song.
Wow.
Tell me why it's up to you to come and change the world. Tell me why you got me trying all these new things. Tell me why all of a sudden, girl, my life's changed. I don't know why I'm beginning to feel this. Getting chills up and down my spine every time I kiss. Whatever it is, it feels good, so I won't complain. Keep doing what you're doing and don't you change a single thing. This way, tell me why. It's just that you just do. Let me tell me why I feel this way. Tell me why I feel this way. Tell me why I think about it. Tell me why you're so good. It's just that you do. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why you got me looking at these rings. 10 bracelets and all sorts of special things. Tell me why you got me eating on my word. Never thought I'd cherish the day being yours. Can't imagine living life without you. Can't imagine not thinking thinking about you. Way we met, girl, it's just a mystery. I can't imagine living life without you here with me. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, and I wanna know. Oh, I wanna know. I wanna know. And now tell me why I feel this way. Now, every single day and night. Tell me why you look so good. I don't know what it is that makes me feel the way I do. However, I do know that you're the one responsible. So I figure I'd ask you.
Man.
Yes, sir. That's a real R&B song right there.
Oh,
yeah.
That's 2005, man.
Hey, she loves it. She
that's hard to even hear for me.
When you make something that's fire or you make something that's classic, it's timeless, baby.
Well,
yes, sir. Hey, man.
That was a dope joint, too.
Hey, we got JC in the building,
I
man.
like it.
Live in the Fraathouse doing this thing.
Yeah.
The new single, For Me, For You. Hey, it's dope. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna have me saying that.
Right.
Hey, it's for me, for you. I'm trying to tell you. Please believe it. If y'all don't see it, man, I'm about to drop it one more again before we check out, man. Yeah. So in order for y'all to see that video, tap into that Fraathouse 11 on YouTube, man.
You got to be on YouTube if you want the full video experience. We do not own the copyrighted material to the audio or video played on this podcast. It's for entertainment purposes only. Go to that Fraathouse 11, always spell the frat with them double A's.
Let's
YouTube,
go.
you heard?
Yo, hold up. Wait a minute. We got
Bring
some
it back.
shit.
And I was going to say that too.
Hold up.
I'm glad you said it because I was going to say that too. Yo, we got a request from the man himself. We need to see that remix video, man. Because we played the original. We got to drop that remix, man. For Me remix featuring Samuel G. You know what I'm saying? Straight from that Ghana, Africa, man. Yeah, man. We about to drop that for y'all, man. Once again, that's Fraathouse 1. I'm sorry. Fraathouse 11 on YouTube. Always spell the frat with them double A's, man. If you want to see the video version, man. We got the man here, Justin Crowder, a.k.a. JC. Hey, man. Big ups. Thank you for pulling up, my brother. Like, we appreciate everything, man. Like,
I appreciate y'all having me, man. This is dope.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, y'all just share the music, man. Make sure y'all share all of this. It really comes in handy. But yeah, I did this actually in Ghana. We on the beach in Ghana. It's
Let's get it.
Remix.
It's your boy JC. And Sammy LG, yeah. It's the face for me. It's the hair for me. It's the pedigree. It's the vibes for me. It's the style for me. It's the smile for me. It's the pedigree. It's the vibes for me, baby. You know what it is when I come through. I just wanna put this loving on you. Shame on me, I'm sweet on you like fondue. You chop me down like Kavu. I can't explain it. This is the craziest situation I ever played in. But I go over time for you. Cause it's worth it even if I lose you. Face for me, face you. Hair for me, hair for you. Pedigree. It's the vibes for me. Yeah, for me. Style for me, smile for me, smile for me. Pedigree is the vibe for me, baby.
It be the face for me, it be the waist for me, it be the pose for me, it be the way you dey vibe for me, it be the face for me, it be the waist for me, it be the way you dey vibe for me, get it the way you dey vibe for me, so me where, how do you love when you come me square, 24 gunshots in the air. Anything for you, baby girl, I swear. Hey, yeah, so me where. Other you will love and not call me square. 24 gunshots in the air. If you wanna know what I love about her. Hey, yeah.
Face for me, it's the face for me, yeah. Yeah, for me. Pedigree. It's the vibes for me, it's the vibes for me. Yeah, smile for me, smile for me, yeah. Degree is the vibe for me, yeah. You gotta slay about it, way about it, sway about it, slay about it, say, baby, let's get away in all space, yeah. I need a one-on-one with you, I got a bone to pick with you, 'cause I can't seem to get enough of you, baby. Face for me,
It's the face for me, girl.
hair for me,
It's the
pedigree.
It's
the vibes for me, style for me,
give me the style for me,
smile for me,
give me the smile for me.
pedigree. It's the vibes for me, baby. I know this ain't you, feels like 2 fools fell.
It's everything for me.
Yes,
man.
sir,
bro.
man. I'm trying to told you what I said,
Man,
that was-
what?
That was so much fun.
Man,
that shit was live.
For
man.
Me remix, man.
Samuel G.
Featuring Samuel G from Ghana, Africa, man.
Fire, man.
That's the
Fire.
visual y'all seen. My brother was in Ghana, man. Oh, man, that's a beautiful place.
Shit.
Yeah, it is.
Fire, man. Oh,
What was that experience like over there, man?
Incredible, man. Life changing. In short, it was just their, like I said, their character, the way they treat, they offer you their food, and even going to a shaman and experiencing people who already didn't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? You already in a garbage dump, literally. You in a landfill, and they offering you their food and their water.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it was powerful. Like, we were able to put the kids in the video. We put some of the locals in the video. I can't wait for that to come out. That song is called My Queen, and I did it with Keche. Keche is already famous.
You did more work over there.
Oh yeah. I'm always in grind
You a
mode.
true hustler.
Yeah, bro, I'm a hustler.
You stay working.
I met Keche at the club, and they was like, "Man, it's good to meet you. I heard you from the States." I'm like, "Man, let's get in the studio." So we got in the studio the next day, and then after the session, they were like, "Well, you got." We shot the video the following day.
Yeah.
So you got less than 72 hours. Wow. We met, made a song, and shot a video. So
that's
I can't
hard.
wait for that one to come out, because
that's
it's really
hard.
That shit is like unheard of.
Yeah, it's and it made sense because the song's called My Queen, and I'm taking the girl out of a shaman and making her my queen, but she was a queen even when she was in poverty. But I'm taking her out of that and
putting her in her rightful place.
Yeah,
as
it's
a
hard.
queen.
When is the video dropping? Because we got to drop that on the.
Not only
in the
she was
Fraathouse.
always a queen, but you put
I
her
wish
in
I
her
had a
rightful
date, but
place.
that's what I'm in the works of doing. I got me tomorrow. I was just telling you, I got me tomorrow at black tie dinner. I don't feel like wearing no suit and no tie in 90-degree weather, but I'm gonna be there.
But you got to.
I'm chopping it up with a couple of different people and
Be
trying
there,
to narrow
be
it
there,
down
brother. Be there
to where we can get a budget behind an entire Afrobeat EP. So this is like a side project where that visual will come out, but it'll be an entire EP I've already had the listening parties. I do raw listening parties, anonymous votes. They vote the songs, and I use those songs. So it's not my opinion. Like, it's actually what you think, and you think, yeah,
That's
like
dope.
really what you think.
Yeah.
That's how for me was picked. That's why I'm not surprised that it was successful. I got out of like, man, I think this the joint. But I think, nah, go out there and take the risk of having 300-400 people survey your music and let them pick what their single is.
I think all singles should be picked like that. That's
ain't
hard.
nobody gonna do
Any
that.
listening party,
ain't nobody gonna do that.
That's hard.
They don't want to know. They want to feel like whatever they like is the one. And it's part of it. You gotta do what you love,
but if you put that work in like you did,
them the people that can't take
better
criticism.
traction that way.
Bro, I want to know if you think it's up. Like, actually, the song that got me to Ghana was my least my lowest rated song in my listening party, but it was so praised, and that's what actually got Reef to connect with me outside of for me and go ahead and bring me to Ghana. And that song will not be on my project.
So you saying over here in America, it was your lowest rated song in your listening party?
No, just period. Because my listening party, what I do is I have one physically, but then I do a digital form where all of the YouTube snippets are built in. So I have people in Germany, Africa, Japan, all over the world do the so I know I'm getting the best record. And that was the lowest rated record out of all the songs in there. And it's still dope.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a dope record. It wasn't rated low. It was rated lower than the other songs.
Right.
So if I put that on there anyway, that's me just ignoring what I already know.
Right.
Like, people like the other songs more. So I'm going to take those songs, I'm going to put them on a project and just pray for the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at least I did my due diligence of making sure I had the best content possible. I didn't go out here and guess or come out here, man, I just made, this is smash, right? Nah, this is what people told me I should release.
Right. For sure.
Like, so that's my approach, man. And y'all support it and spread. My thing I always say on the podcast, anybody just listening, anybody that connects with the music, share, even if it's one person. Go share it with one person. Make sure you comment, because it's an algorithm. So go into there, like it, comment it, subscribe, do all that little weird stuff that people don't like to do. But it really does make a difference.
Nah, definitely.
Yeah, that's
always.
Yep.
Hey, before we close out, man, like, I know my partner them get tired of me playing this song. But this is like this is our artist.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we rock with him heavy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, and this is one of my favorite songs because this is what I believe, and this Nadaz, we can't stop now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's motivational for everybody, man.
Okay.
JC in the building, man. We thank you, my brother.
Nah, I thank y'all, man.
We salute you.
This y'all got extremely positive energy with Chelsea. She connected us, so we got to keep giving her a shout out. She told me. She was like, man, they super cool.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't even like, just the fact that she referred y'all, I was gonna do it anyway, because she like me. We go way back. Like, I actually met her when she was an intern.
That's dope.
And I was signed and stuff, and you know what I'm saying? So we got a long history, bro.
I'm gonna tell you, when I seen the interview, I say, who's that? She said, that's my brother. We went. I'm like, I said, Chelsea. So she say, I got him. I say, proper respect. I said, do you mind if I inbox him?
Yeah.
Oh, he cool. He good people. That's my brother. I love him to death. Just no smoking.
Yeah.
I said, I can respect that.
Yeah, see, and that's like a sister, man. She looking at, because I've had vocal surgery, and she know that, and I talked about that on her show, and so it's not, I don't care what people do. I just can't be around. So because it's gonna make me less creative and actually put me at risk of I can't have another surgery.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it could be everything we talking about could go down the drain. So I'm real careful about
Yeah.
what spaces I put myself in. So I didn't tell her to say that. That was just her looking out for me. You know what I'm saying? Be like,
for sure.
don't have this boy around no smoke.
That's
you know
what's
what I'm
up.
saying?
Hey,
So she
that's
just put on a
love
little
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Nah, so I told her, thank you for that. I wasn't gonna say it, but
yeah. And I would be remiss not to mention, man, 101TKORadio.com, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to 101 TKO Radio, man. Big ups. Chelsea Speaks, Nelson, the whole crew, man.
Doe,
salute, man.
Rob,
Miss Doe,
T, all y'all over there, man.
We rock
fuck
with
the
y'all, man.
Fraathouse. We love y'all, man. Let's go.
All my struggling, all my hustling, I done came too far to get. In order to achieve it, you gotta believe it. Dreaming, knocking, but you just won't open the door.
It's the realest shit I ever wrote.
The door.
To the realest shit you ever quote.
And I done walk a long, long road, and I came from the bottom, and I ain't trying to see it no more.
But don't dream too long, cause then you'll become a sleeper.
No more.
Life told me that.
All my struggling, all my hustling, I done came too far to give up now. Can't give up now. And to all my haters, keep on hating, cause I done came too far to give up now. Can't give up now. Just can't give up now.
I came from the bottom just like a fish on the wall. She told me never stop dreaming cause life is real short. I used to swim through that water just like a white shark, but now I'm flying through the sky like a fucking hawk. I'ma forever hold my niggas down. Ain't got no squares in my circle, that's why I call them round. I can't forget about my sons when I see them smile. 7 years old when they're addicted to fashion now. I told my mama no matter what I'ma make her proud. Life is just like a ball thrown from the pitcher's mouth. Never know what you're getting, so you gotta think with sense. Play the game, I go and swing for the fence. I came from the bottom, I ain't tryna give it back. What's a couple $100 to a couple hundred stacks? I came from the bottom, I ain't tryna give it back. What's a couple $100 to a fucking hundred stacks?
All my struggling, all my
what you believe in.
I done came too far to give up now. Can't give up now.
We came a long way from the Jets, baby.
And to all my haters, keep
I'm not like to have a moment of silence.
Cause I done came too far to give up now. Can't give up now. Just what the fuck going on? Can't even much sleep. I'm having bad dreams, nigga trying to murder me. The dirt I done in the past got me on both knees. And plus I lost my son Johnny this week. Boy, I swear it's a cold world, I put that on my mama. I'm praying for Corey, took that time like a gangster. Why a nigga killed BF when my auntie got cancer? Only God knows, sure wish I had the answer. Nigga, I got shot behind a nigga trying to rob. In the back in the hood, can't even find a job. Still millionaire dreaming, I see you at the top. Plus a nigga gotta eat, so the hustle don't stop. That's what the millionaire game. See you soon, Atlanta. Feeling like fuck the world, please excuse my grammar. I'm too legit to quit, nigga MC Hammer. Sincerely yours, New Orleans, Louisiana. Believe that. All my struggling, all my hustling, I came too far to give up now.
A flatline,
Can't give
3
up
months
now.
early. Mama had
And to all
diabetes.
my haters, keep on hating.
Doctor resuscitated
Cause I
me.
came too far to give up
Thank
now.
God I made it. Thank God.
Can't give up
Yes, that's some
now.
greatness.
Just can't give up now.
I'm all away from love. See people, you didn't tell me I never be nothing. They had to be lying, boy, I had to be something. I stayed on my crap, money stayed on my mind. 5 years later, 100 racks for the ride. Lamb of Marcy alive, admit I'm kinda fly. Had a girl that I love, but she ain't love me. Selling paint side the street, she said that went the other beat. I wish them all love, whoever doubted me. Who would've known that I would turn out to be $1 million nigga, spend my life on these beats. God feeling my team, fuck everybody else. I look up in the mirror, I don't even see myself. All I see is wealth, big money, money shelf. Then I look into the money, and then I see myself. I got it on my own, I ain't need nobody else. Real talk, nigga.
All my struggling, all I done came too far to give up now. Can't give up now. And
Yeah, shout out to the Dodge, man. Can't give up now.
Yeah.
Great message,
man.
bro. It's a great message, man.
That shit's so dope, man. That's like one of my favorite songs. Even though that's like my artist, man, that's like one of my favorite songs that like it touches, just like your song.
I'm about to tell you, it's the message.
That's spiritual, man. It's Focus, TS, City Boy, and the Dodge, man, Millionaire Gang, man. Dope song, man. For real.
Yes, sir.
Can't give up now. That's inspirational for any artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To me, that's like an artist and a life anthem. Like, don't give up.
Right.
Whatever you doing, like, don't never give up on your dreams.
Right.
Don't never give up on yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we done came too far. That's what he's saying. Like, we done came too far and been through too much. Like, unless you gonna lay down and die, what you giving up for?
Yeah.
For real, man.
We
no
coming
benefit.
to the. Oh yeah, for sure.
And he made that song after his unborn son passed away. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? And he's saying, if I lost a son that never even got here and I can get through this, I can get through anything.
Right.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Hey,
yeah.
We're at the end of the show, y'all. Hey, and we went all the way live because
JC in the building.
Hey, we turned up. We went through like what we supposed to go through.
Nah, I appreciate
it. We went overtime, but that's all right, man. Shit.
But we do this thing before, like all the artists, man, they grace us with their present, man, in anything, man. We ask everyone to sign the board, you know.
Oh yeah.
You know, we got the Fraathouse podcast poster. You know what I'm saying? My man JC in the building, y'all. Y'all see it, man. Hey, he got on a young jersey.
Anywhere except for the bear, man.
Yes, sir.
JC about to give us his autograph, man. True Fraathouse tradition fashion, man.
Yes,
much
sir. Yes,
appreciation, much salute, man.
Y'all see it.
Yeah.
And then on that
and
note,
he got that Hawks on, man. Shout out to the ATL, man. We love y'all. Y'all already know how we rock, man. DNA, Detroit in Atlanta. That's how we do it.
Hey.
Yeah.
And on that note, we hit y'all motherfuckers with that peace. Sayonara.
Yeah. Salute to everybody that rock with the Fraathouse. Y'all already know what time it is, man. At Fraathouse 11. Yeah.
You know that beat is certified.
I got retro on the beat. Hotlanta. Started throwing bullets when I started slinging hammers. Welcome to Hotlanta. Breeze in the sky, camouflage bandana. Camouflage bandana. Nigga, welcome to Hotlanta. Only Shango, not no Richard Miller. Funny how the time roll when a nigga get it. I ain't got time for hoes, but I got time for business. Michael Myers on them hoes. Watch me kill them. Just like brother call a nigga gift. Hit him with the remix. Something different. Dripping bloods in my cheek. Niggas thug him. We the real with the real. That's the bucket. Yeah, they fucking with Hotlanta. Started throwing bullets when I started slanging hammers. When I started slinging hammers. Welcome to Hotlanta. Breeze in the sky, camouflage.